That's right.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be pretty fucking funny.
So sad.
That's even fucking funnier. God damn it, now I gotta get back there. What's up, good people? Welcome to another episode of Buds, Bowls, and Backdrops, yet another pro wrestling podcast. I'm your host, McTuggy. With me, as always, Big Ben.
Let's go, Buds.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? We're back here, yet again, talking our favorite pro wrestling pay-per-views, and we're jumping back into the WWF this week.
No, we're not.
Or, excuse me, that was last week. Last week, go check that episode out. It's up now. We're in the WWF. We're jumping into...
more weed.
I think that might be the problem. I haven't smoked enough since. ECW episode, again, go back and watch that. We puffed up quite hard. So last week we talked some...
Not necessarily on screen, too. We pre-gamed.
We pre-gamed real hard.
We had the whole game here, you know.
It's true. Very true. We talked SummerSlam last week, 99. This week, we're jumping promotions back to WCW. We're going back a year. To Bash at the Beach 1998. And this is a very special Bash at the Beach. Man, you wanna get into it?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like why it's a special one, like you said, we got some stars that aren't normally.
Oh yeah, dude. You got fucking Dennis Rodman,
right?
Which he'd been doing shit. They did what wasn't it? It was Luger and the Giant. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was, but there was the Hogan-Rodman tag team that we've already seen. But this time, dude, we're getting the mailman. We're getting Karl Malone up in this bitch.
That's true. That's a good point.
Tagging with DDP.
With DDP, bro. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is fun shit.
Yeah, it's fun. I got a few things to say, but, we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll start off with the basics. We're in San Diego at the Cox Arena.
Yep.
So down in California, it's 10, 15 miles from Mexico, something like that.
Something like that.
They're super close.
They're not far from the border, that's for sure.
But yeah, they had a 10,095 in this arena, and this is something I want you to pay attention to. I honestly want all of you to pay attention to also. 10,095.
For a pay-per-view.
We're going to circle back to this.
Yeah,
we will circle back to this number, but that's an important number to
we were talking about this off the air, so yeah.
Yeah. But we got a classic commentary team. We're getting Tony Schiavone with Mike Tenay, and of course we got the Brain.
We got the good trio of WCW.
It's Bash at the Beach, so they're all in like their Tommy Bahama gear.
Oh yeah, they got their freaking Hawaiian shirts on and all that, and they're ready for they're all themed up and everything.
Yeah, they all did it. Fucking Lee Marshall did it. Lodi from the Flock was all in it too.
Yeah. That was interesting. Fucking A. This is a big one, man. Like I said, Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone. Karl Urban's the actor who played in things and stuff.
That's true. He did.
I think he's a dude from The Boys. Most recently, we'll say that. Anyway.
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
My roommate Kevin's been watching that. He's been saying it's pretty good.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, a lot of people keep telling me to watch that, and it's on my list of things to watch for sure. So like you said, he's fresh off of the win. The Bulls just won the championship, so he's got that fresh.
Oh yeah, I figured we'd get into it when we got to the match, but
we probably would.
We might as well just do it right now. This is 1 month after the NBA Finals of 1998.
Exactly, just to kind of put you in a perspective of where we're at time-wise.
Yeah, the Bulls beat the Jazz.
Yeah.
Fucking shocker on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no offense to any of the players.
I mean, this was prime fucking Bulls too. They still had Pippen, they still had Jordan, they still had Rodman. Fucking, they were hot.
Mm-hmm.
This 100%. Was So And lots of NWO presence up in this one.
A decent amount.
Yeah, I mean, it is called NWO WCW Bash the Beach.
Yeah, they're officially at that point. It's no longer WCW. It is WCW / NWO.
Yes.
They don't get into the whole black and white red one, but it's like
Not so much,
it is
yeah.
just NWO.
Mm-hmm.
They're their own thing, but they're not. They're all getting paid by Turner.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, everybody's getting a paycheck signed by Ted Turner.
Yeah,
100%.
But yeah, let's get into this first one though.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we get a Ravens rules match, which is always fun.
Which is basically a no disqualification, anything fucking goes kind of deal.
Basically,
like,
yeah, get to do what you want
it's
to do.
It's a hardcore match.
But there's still some rules, I think.
You know, I thought you were gonna say that. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, we got fucking Saturn versus Raven coming up, and damn Saturn.
This is fun story wise because like this is right around like the getting done with the flock because he was in the flock for a minute and he's like separating himself from it. And...
what am I gonna say? I believe it was Fall Brawl. That the episode's not up yet. We've talked about it, but it will be eventually once I get it off my hard drive. Is when we were right with that storyline. I believe he was fighting Raven to get out of the flock or something like that. And I want to say this was before. So
this is before that.
Yeah,
because we're in July. Yeah, July
98, and that was Bash. Or I mean,
no,
the
that was
Fall
Brawl. So it was probably September, October.
Yeah, because we did 98, right?
Yeah, it was 98.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, okay. So yeah. Okay, so
Bret Hart was up in it.
Okay, you're right. So yeah, because we got him as well coming up, spoiler alert. But yeah, so
yeah, this was fun, but like I go into like my reality of like what I used to watch back in the day, and I know Raven. Yeah. I know Perry Saturn. He was half of the Eliminators in ECW. Like I seen him fucking do some shit.
For sure.
They didn't get that hardcore.
I agree. Given the fact that they had the Ravens rule stipulation and all that, they really didn't try. I mean, there was a couple spots that they tried to do some pretty hard shit that we'll get to in a second. But basically, it starts outside.
Oh, yeah.
As we've said before, folks, guardrails.
Oh, all the guardrails.
Guardrails, every guardrail.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, because wasn't it Saturn came out first, right? And then Raven came out with Riggs and Lodi.
Yep.
And I remember Raven, he has his WWF Raven music.
Yeah. Yep.
That comes into play later.
That does. That's true. I put up here there was a really weak. I think it was from Perry Saturn to Raven. The first chair shot of the match. So weak.
And did you notice like this whole card? A lot of the chairs are plastic.
Yeah, and they try. You notice later on, they try to like, oh, that's a steel chair. This is trying to emphasize it's a steel chair. But yeah,
it's got steel legs.
Sure,
but like the ass and the back of it,
it's just plastic. Yeah, it's not nearly as heavy or hard or.
Sounds good though.
A couple.
There is a smack.
There's some fucking smacks in this that we'll talk about. Yeah. So yeah, like you said, nice little fucking. Was it spring? Oh, what did I fucking springboard leg drop onto the chair?
Oh,
that I believe Saturn did. Saturn did that to Raven. He had him set down. He put the chair on him, because that was right after that first week chair shot, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then he did that springboard leg drop off the fucking. I was like,
fucking Sabu on it.
Dude, straight up, totally Sabu status. That was fucking cool. Lodi and Riggs eventually interfere.
Yeah, they work their way into it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is before or after, but the table spot.
I believe that's coming up here pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah, because Nick Patrick gets knocked out. Go figure. We got the ref out. Typicals,
Yeah, it was like a boot, wasn't it?
It was a boot, yeah. Oh, yeah, he got hit pretty good. I mean, And then, yes, outside, they got a double table set up. I believe Saturn's got Raven on top of one table, and then he puts another table on top of that table, and he goes up on the top rope, and he goes to jump, and
These tables are not gigged
No.
whatsoever.
No, they
This is fun because like when he hits it, I say fun because I'm not the one doing it.
Fact.
But like it was like a diving elbow kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
he tried to go for like an elbow, kind of like maybe and
he hits this table and the table kind of like falls over, it hits the table it's on top of and puts like a little hole like where the leg was.
Yeah.
But no, just tumbles right through and basically just goes straight to the ground.
Yeah, he not much give on that bump, dude. Damn.
Yeah, you would think.
Canyon comes in and saves Raven, pulls Raven right out, like right at the last second too, right before that. And so then obviously, even then, if you were going through both those tables, that still wouldn't feel too good either way. But let's see.
Yeah, Canyon comes out and throws Raven into the ring, and then he gets in, and he's all like, "Oh, bud," and like goes to high five or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what it's called, but it's like his finisher thing. But he does that to Raven on a chair that's like set up.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, the double cross.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got here like at one point. Saturn botches a DDT, and I think that's what led into Canyon's move, hit the thing. And then pretty much right here we get Saturn takes the upper hand. He hits fucking Raven with the Death Valley driver towards the end. It was pretty cool.
Oh, he did actually hit him with one?
He hit him with
I didn't he hit him. That.
Yeah, he hit him with the DVD, and then almost like he didn't sell it. Like he wasn't down very long, and then he got up, and then Raven hit him with his DDT.
Oh, okay, so no, you're a little mistaken.
Am I a little mistaken?
Yeah,
okay.
Riggs rolled in.
Right.
And he started trying to do shit, and Saturn gave the Death Valley driver to
Riggs, not to Raven.
And like immediately when he gets up, Raven just comes for that even flow, and he gets his DDT and gets the win.
Word.
Okay, but yeah, it was just back to back. There's those
real
two
quick,
right
yeah,
there.
boom, boom.
But that was totally Riggs.
For sure, okay.
Because Riggs is that dude. Do you remember him? Do you remember who he was?
Oh.
The American Males with Buff Bagwell.
Right.
He's the other American male.
Funny. Yeah, no, duh. I should know this. I just watched the Buff Bagwell episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, I haven't seen that actually.
Yeah, it's on now. They have a few episodes up. I just watched that one. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it. Yeah. It's good to see him doing well.
Oh yeah.
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 So
well, he's another one of those dudes that like went to the whole DDP yoga thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. DDP helped him out and fucking got his life because he said I think the most recent like accident or issue or whatever it was in like 2020 or 21 or something like that. Like pretty recent, but like he's looking hella good now.
Nice.
Doing well for himself. So, yeah, Raven wins it. Takes the fucking match.
Yeah, they got a nice 10 minutes. I think it's 10:40 on that. So like almost 11, possibly.
Right. But again, like you said, it's a Ravens rules match. You expect a lot more. Especially you being the ECW expert, you know these two guys and what they're capable of and what they can do. And
they could do it. If they wanted to, they could have made that look way better.
It almost feels like maybe a backstage like Ted Turner kind of like toned down the violence thing maybe because I don't remember too many violent matches in WCW.
Not at this time, definitely. 98, because they did get their own hardcore championship.
Yeah.
But that's like
those
2000 Thunders we're going to watch, dude.
Oh, God.
We're going to see Brian Knobbs and Fit Finlay just beat the shit out of each other. I'm pretty sure Tank Abbott was in the hardcore bit. Norman Smiley. Dude,
Norman Smiley. Norman Smiley. Oh, man.
When he started that hardcore shit and he would like come out in like football gear or hockey gear or whatever, just protecting himself. Comedy fucking gold.
So good. Yeah. That dude knew. Oh, that's good stuff. Fuck yes.
Yeah. But back on track.
Yep.
We go to Mean Gene.
Yes, indeed. Looking like fucking 007 in that white tuxedo, man.
That's funny because we had talked earlier about how everyone's in Tommy Bahama.
Yep. Not Mean Gene. I noticed that too. I was like, nah, dude, he's straight fucking white tuxedo, bro. You don't care. So he interviews Eddie Guerrero, and he's basically talking to him about his upcoming match against Chavo, hair versus hair.
Hair versus hair, yeah.
And Chavo has a match immediately beforehand, against Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
That he has to, go against, and then he's got to
He
face
actually
him.
wanted, supposedly. Like, that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
The whole
Well,
stuff.
this is like the weird, like, crazy Chavo storyline, like he's going nuts type deal. And
I honestly wasn't a fan of it. No.
No, I wasn't either. I was watching just what we see here again, and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't really dig on this story very much.
And I really want to say it was, again, probably like these 2000 Thunder episodes, but there was this group. It was the Misfits in action. It was like MIA, and they were all like camoed out. I want to say he was like Lieutenant Loco. Like they kind of kept that going a little bit. Oh, I wish I could remember that. I remember Major Guns. She was in it. You remember her?
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
I wish I could remember their names. Hugh Morris was in it.
Hugh Morris.
I kind of want to say Ray
Hugh
was.
Morris.
Wasn't Ray in it?
I think for like a hot minute, yeah.
I feel like, but again, names, I don't remember what they were called in that.
Also true.
We
could probably scoot you a little bit more over, or maybe turn the camera a bit, because you seem like you're just like right there on the edge. You're like, wow. No, either way.
I say I'm good with it.
All right. All right.
Chill.
Sorry, my OCD is just bugging me. It's all good.
Anyway,
Anyway,
dude, they're here, but they're not here, but they're here. You know?
they're always here.
They're always here.
They're always here.
No matter what promotion we're doing, they're always here.
Yep. It don't matter. DX has always got her back. That's kind of what we're saying. So yeah.
Oh god, a little bit off topic, but just because we kind of brought it up.
Fucking do it.
Isn't it weird? Like, not necessarily weird, but interesting to think that, like, Gunn's the only one really still doing shit. Like, he's like a champion in AEW. Isn't he like a trios champion with like the Acclaim?
I want to say, yeah, he's definitely still doing shit in AEW. Yeah, because, I mean, obviously, Johnny Lawler's not here with us anymore. Road Dogg's, as far as I know, is still training at the...
I think he's actually doing, like, behind-the-scenes shit.
Is he doing more behind the scenes?
He's, like, writing and
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think, yeah.
And I know Prince Albert still is.
Yes, he's still training. And then, yes, okay, so Road Dogg is more behind the scenes with story-wise. Yeah, X-Pac ain't doing shit.
Well, he was fucking... maybe this was a couple years ago, but he was fucking around in GCW.
Oh, okay.
I think... Yeah, GCW?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Have you ever looked into that one?
No.
That's a fun one, dude. They used to do, like, a lot of, like... You remember CZW? The Combat Zone?
Yes!
So, like, they did a lot of, like, deathmatch style shit.
Right.
And, like, John Moxley, he was in it. Like,
thank you. That was the name I was trying to think of. I was talking with a... Sorry to cut you off. I was thinking I was talking with a coworker at work this last weekend about Dean Ambrose and shit and different wrestlers and, the upcoming WrestleMania, which is next weekend. Or this coming weekend, rather. Anyway, and I was like, Dean Ambrose. It will have happened before this is out. Yeah, so maybe we'll get into our WrestleMania predictions at the end. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, maybe. We'll see if they're right by the time this comes out.
Yeah, we'll do our predictions, or maybe at least what we kind of hope happens, or the reality of this is probably going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. But yeah, no, I was trying to think of Dean Ambrose's other name, and John Moxley. That's what I was trying to say.
I think he's still going by Moxley in AEW.
Yep, I agree. I believe so. So yeah, we're going to fucking jump into match number 2.
Oh, yeah, this is a fun one.
This is a very fun one. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed this so much. So we got Kidman versus Juventud Guerrera.
Kidman still in the flock.
Coming out.
He's got Lodi with him.
He's got Lodi with him. Juventud coming out looking like a badass. 23 years old at this point.
I picked up on that. And Kidman was 24. They're
young bucks. Young bucks, man. They're tiny. I love it. I put in great energy this whole match.
Oh, dude, this was one of those classic cruiserweights. Like, and Kidman wasn't even necessarily
not even
cruiserweight yet.
No. Yeah,
not say yet, because he did go on. I'm pretty sure he did win the cruiserweight.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
But this is still like he's just that grungy fucking dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do a shooting star press, but I call it a 7-year itch.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this was a fun match. We get a big top rope powerbomb type deal. I believe Kidman to fucking Juventud, and that looked like a pretty gnarly spot. Or maybe the other way around.
Oh, if it's the one I'm thinking that you were thinking of, it was a sit-out spine buster. So it was like Hoovy was up trying to do something, and Kidman's on the second rope, and he just spine busts, but he does a sit out. He just, so yeah, it totally does look like a power bomb.
Yeah.
But I think that's the spot you're talking about, because that was a sick one. Dude, that's magic.
It landed on. Wow.
I'm not going to drink that one yet, but yeah, it landed right side up. That's a party trick.
Bam, right. I mean,
yeah, you can't see. I got a table right here.
It's on video, but it's not on video. You just got to take our word for it. But yeah, no, this was a lot of fucking fun. It was funny. I was thinking this, like, at the first match, like, man, the camera work, it's pretty subpar compared to, your WWEs or even your ECWs. Like, it's kind of weird. And then, like, here we got Tony Schiavone going, we got the greatest camera work, best in the business. And I'm like,
oh yeah, it was like the best production team
in the business,
in
and I'm
the
like,
sports entertainment
and
world
I'm like,
or whatever.
No, not so much, bud. No.
But they were trying some new things. I noticed that they were trying some kind of grit, not necessarily gritty.
I was digging kind of like the high angle, they were shots or the low angle shots that they were trying to pull off and stuff like that. But like at the same time, it's like, try that first before maybe doing it on a live pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, no, we get all the classic cruiserweight shit. So many springboards.
Dude, yeah.
Springboard dives,
springboard, just everything, dude. Yeah, they're inside, they're outside, they're going at it all over. Kidman eventually gets in the 7-year itch, which is the shooting star press.
Yeah, but he misses it.
Yeah,
Hoovy
moves out of the way.
He got that Hoovy juice. He just fucking.
That's
he's
right.
out.
That's right. And then again, this is almost like the last match, like one right after another. Then Hoovy gets that 450 splash.
Oh yeah, it was like doing the 7-year itch.
Yeah.
Shooting star press.
Exactly.
I think that's the whole grunge thing, right? Like,
I think that has something to do with it too. Yeah, because
But either way, it was like, yeah, he was down from that, so Hoovy just fucking gets up and gets that 450.
Boom, and we get a 1, 2, 3, and Hoovy takes the win.
Yeah, that was good, and yeah, it was a good just about 10 minutes. I'd say 9:55, something like that.
Yeah, and it was entertaining the whole way through. I enjoyed, like I said, Billy Kidman's super fun. Hoovy was always one of my favorites in WCW to watch.
Oh yeah, there's so many Hurricane Rana / Frankensteiners, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
there's so many on this whole card.
Oh yeah,
but there was one I really liked in this match. Kidman had gotten racked on the top rope.
Yes,
and Hoovy like springboards up into a Hurricane Rana from the other side.
Right. Yeah.
And there was like some other interesting ones that you don't really see too often. Like they were both up on the side, like on this side of the ropes.
Right.
And Hoovy did this like somersault to the floor to get him for a power bomb off the side.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It almost seemed like it wasn't going to work, but he got it.
Yeah, he was like trying to hold on.
Yeah, he was trying to hold him. Oh yeah, okay.
But just that cool little somersault into it, like I thought that looked cool.
Good shit. Again, those two are fun. You got your two of the greatest as far as cruiserweight division. I think.
And only 23 and 24 at the time.
Exactly.
That's so cool to think about.
Kids, yeah. We pretty much go right into match 3.
Oh no, we got a segment.
We have a segment. I figured we did. I didn't write it down.
One of my favorite ones. It's WCWWrestling.com, dude.
Oh yeah, Henning's segment. Yep.
No, this is Conan's. This one.
Oh, this is the Conan. Henning's is coming up. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we have 2 of these.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Conan segment. Yeah, that's right. Because he is taking on Disco Inferno later on.
Yeah, which was like a surprise match or a bonus match or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get Lee Marshall just doing Lee Marshall shit. Mm-hmm. They're talking about, I can't even remember how it started, something about them being bout it, and route it.
Right.
But then, like, Conan's all giving him shit about his Tommy Bahama shirt, about, like, Skittles have a giveaway or some shit. Marshall tried to come back with something, and then Conan immediately went to, like, his grandma or someone's in the parking lot selling this for that or whatever, like selling food. It was food of some kind. But he was just like, no, I ain't gonna talk about that. My nana out here or my man or something. I can't remember exactly what he said.
That's shut him down. Like anytime he tried to open his mouth, he's like, nope.
WCWWrestling.com, the podcast of 1998, but little segments.
Basically, yeah, the tiniest segments on a pay-per-view, like. Interesting shit indeed.
So yeah, now we're going.
We're going into match 3.
Yes.
Stevie Ray versus Chavo Guerrero
Junior.
You're right. He is rocking the Junior, just like Rey Mysterio later.
You know, say he lost his Junior in WWE, didn't he?
Did. He's just Rey Mysterio in WWE. Yeah.
Well, and Chavo too, right?
Chavo as well. Chavo Guerrero came in just Chavo Guerrero. Yep.
Sad.
It is sad. They dropped the juniors. They're not respecting. I mean, I believe it was their grandfathers or their fathers. Either way,
Yeah,
fathers
that's
probably.
WWE. That's just what they do. They turned fucking Cody Rhodes into Stardust. Do you remember that shit? They don't give a fuck about their family, bro.
That's it's fucking fair. Oh my god, you're right. And then he left.
Unless you're a certain family. There's a certain family they
There's only
really
one
into.
family. There's only one family they give a shit about in the business. That's all.
Which we'll get into with our WrestleMania predictions.
Yes, we will. Anyway.
Yeah, so we got Stevie Ray, Chavo Guerrero Jr. This was weird because this was that whole, again, Chavo's all crazy. He challenged Goldberg. You know, he's doing all this and that.
Yeah.
And then, he full on wants a match with Stevie.
Yep.
So they oblige.
Yep, exactly.
Here we are.
I love that, despite not loving this character arc so much, and coming out with the floaty and a super soaker was fucking funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's Bash at the Beach, bro.
Exactly.
But yeah, like, they're in the ring, and then Eddie just starts walking down, and he's got, the scissors.
Got the scissors.
Or the clippers. I think it was scissors. I can't really remember.
One or the other, something like that.
This was another.
I think it was the scissors because I think they had the clippers set up, like,
with the extension cord.
Already on the extension cord and everything.
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, so he comes down, and then...
Chavo grabs the mic.
Yeah, he starts talking, right?
He says that this match is for his favorite wrestler, Eddie.
Yep.
He said, "This one's for you," and then he called him. He said, "This one's for you, little trooper." I thought that was funny.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Eddie's like what, 2 years older than him?
They're not.
It's one of those situations.
It's one of those situations. He's his uncle, but he's only like 2 years older. Yeah, so they grew up more like. They even mentioned it in the commentary. It's like these guys grew up more like brothers than uncle and nephew.
And he just calls him little trooper.
Yeah,
I thought that was
that's
funny.
fucking funny as shit.
But yeah, they do, Chavo just does some dancing around for a minute, just kind of going around Stevie.
Yep.
And then we get to this point where he just puts his hand out. He wants to shake his hand.
He wants to shake hands before the match starts. That's just respectful, absolutely. He shakes Stevie's hand, Stevie obliges him, and Chavo screams out in pain and taps.
Oh, he drops to his knees.
His knees,
and he starts
screams
tapping.
out in pain and tapping, and the ref rings the bell. And
Stevie was pissed.
Stevie was so pissed.
He sold that so well.
He did, yeah. He was so fucking mad. It was great. So Chavo wins the match, and he's still pretty much 100% minus that hand. Wink, wink. So now he's fit to go against Eddie. Eddie's not too happy about it either.
Yeah.
He looked pretty pissed. He's like, what?
Well, yeah, he grabbed a mic again, and it was something about, I guess I lost. I guess now we have a match now, right?
Yep, let's go. Come on, Eddie.
That was pretty fun. Like, yeah, the connection between the two, obviously, being related and whatnot.
For sure.
But, like, the story of it is pretty good.
The story's good. I agree.
Just don't like him being all super crazy. Like, I'm out of my fucking mind.
Yeah, at times, like, there were moments, obviously, like we said, there's a couple funny, spots or funny moments. But overall, it's over the fucking top.
It's over the top, yeah. It's very over the top. But, I mean, once again, and this is... oh, wait, no. So, either way, this is match number 4, technically.
Yes, we're technically on match 4 of, I think makes sense why this is a 10-card match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that first one wasn't even a match, but, we got 10 anyway.
So. Oh, you mean this first Chavo and Stevie Ray
that
match?
First one technically being a match, even though it was a match.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, when you said the first one, I was like, wait, the Raven Saturn? That was
a
match?
No, that was total match. Yeah,
I'm a little stoned. I'm, feeling good. Here we are.
If you've seen our most recent episode, you might get that reference. Anyway, yeah, dude. So
But yeah, this is like again another really fun cruiserweight match.
Exactly. It's fucking Eddie Guerrero, dude. That boy, I miss him so much. So much. He could work so well. He played a heel fucking excellent. He was, I mean, you got the Mamacita storyline with fucking China. You got Latino Heat, the whole fucking lie, cheat, steal, fucking.
Did you notice his shirt in this one?
Yeah, my favorite wrestler is Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, but then on the back.
What does it have on the back?
Cheat to win.
Cheat to win.
It's that story.
There
it's
it
that
is.
one just recycled for WWF or E or whatever it was.
That's fucking hilarious. Hell yeah.
But yeah, again, just more really classic cruiserweight shit. We get the Eddie sucks because he's total fucking heel.
He's full on heel, yeah. So we got those Eddie sucks chants, which is fucking great. Let's do that. Fire stick. I'm gonna blaze this back up. Thank you.
But yeah, we're getting basically everything. We didn't get a frog splash, I noticed, but it's because of the way they end this.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited. I was looking forward to it. Then when we didn't get it, right? I was kind of like, oh.
And I feel like they did a decent amount. A lot of these matches just go to the outside. That's just stuff they're doing.
And
they're really just on the whole 10 count thing. Like, just get back in before the 10.
Exactly.
Like,
do your damage what you can out there, what you legally can out there, depending on the match. Unless it's a Ravens rules match where you can do anything you want, but you don't.
Yeah.
But,
A little disappointed in that one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. 100%.
But yeah, basically, we get to the end of it, and Eddie grabs the scissors, and he's just like, I don't care, I'm just gonna cut his hair now.
Yep.
And the ref does his whole, grab him, don't let him do it. And I think he actually grabs him and like tosses him. I'm pretty sure he tosses him.
Yeah.
But then the flip happens, and Chavo gets the scissors.
Yep.
And he goes to cut Eddie's hair.
Right.
Tangled up with the ref, and just a small package. Eddie wins it. Just
Eddie
like
fucking
that.
rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. And then it's time. Eddie.
I mean, realistically, even without going back and like knowing the story, you knew Eddie Guerrero at this point in his life wasn't losing a hair versus hair match.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, you knew for a fact that it was going to come down to Chavo taking it because, for one, he rocked that mullet for.
That was signature at that point.
That was signature Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
That you couldn't have. Later on down, WWE, just like everybody eventually at some point does, he drops to the fucking like shorter haircut and stuff, but which still rocks. Give him that because it's Eddie Guerrero.
And again, this is why I love Dominic Mysterio so much because he is rocking that mullet hard.
He is rocking it just like his Uncle Eddie,
and it's heel Eddie too. Like that's the important aspect of the storytelling.
That's
like
fair.
He is modeling heel Eddie, which do you remember there was a time where Eddie was all like, that's my kid kind of shit.
There was a whole storyline with him and Ray where they fought for custody of Dominic Mysterio.
Was it like a ladder match?
It's something like that. Yeah, Dom was like, I think fucking 8, 9 years old or something.
He was a little one. I don't know exactly.
A little boy, dude. And yeah, that was a whole storyline. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio for fucking custody of fucking Dominic Guerrero.
You even called him Dominic Guerrero.
Oh, excuse me, Dominic Mysterio.
See, it works. The hair works.
It works, dude. I mean, he may as well be Dominic Guerrero now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Chavo grabs the fucking buzzer and just starts fucking. At first, it was funny, like he did it a couple times. I'm like, that the fucking thing's not even on. Like, what is it? And then all of a sudden, oh no, he's actually pulling fucking.
Yeah, there was a part where he was like had the clippers and he was kind of like going at Eddie like he's gonna do it to you. He's like, oh well, you can do it to me, and starts doing it himself.
Exactly.
And just going off. Well, he won the match. Why doesn't he want to do it? And he just keeps on going.
Yeah, he was trying to egg Eddie on, like, come on, Eddie, come on, cut it, do it, Eddie. And Eddie was freaked out by it, like, no, dude,
because he's so crazy.
He's so crazy. He's crazy, Chavo Guerrero Jr. But yeah, so we get that whole thing, and yeah.
Yeah, I think. Holy shit! Did I do that? No. Okay. So yeah, he's shaving his head. They gave this 11 minutes 54 seconds, and I'm sure there was a good minute, 2 minutes of the whole "Why aren't you shaving my head?"
Oh
kind
no,
of thing. Like,
that
they
went
ate
on
up some time.
They ate some time up for a while.
The Stevie one before that was a minute and a half.
Oh my god.
So all in all, you basically got a
About
15-minute segment
That's true.
of this whole Chavo Eddie storyline.
That's fucking funny. Oh my god. That's hilarious. So
from there, we are moving on directly to a new match.
yes, this is going straight
our bonus
into
match.
the bonus match. Conan, who we were just talking about earlier, versus the Disco Inferno with Alex Wright.
Yeah, so this is important. Like,
Well, we had
just,
we had them come. Sorry, we had them come out a little bit right before, right? Did we have? I feel like we had a segment with Disco Inferno and Alex Wright coming out, and then Conan and Luger. And Nash.
that's just the match. Yeah,
That's just
that's the entrance.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
No, because this is important shit.
Okay. Fair.
So I'm gonna start it off with Disco's coming out first with
Uh-huh.
Alex Wright, and they did this effect where instead of just having everything shown,
Uh-huh.
they just did like his face and a little bit of his torso inside of a disco ball. And like that was just what you saw was him in a disco ball making his way to the ring.
That's right.
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That was pretty funny. Like they were trying real hard. They're like, "Hey, we can do this cool effect with this.
Yeah.
We're not going to try it with anybody else."
They get in the ring and fucking Alex Wright has a mic and he just starts saying something in German.
Something.
Couldn't tell you.
You just said you've been watching. You started watching Community. You'll eventually.
Oh yeah.
No spoilers, but you'll eventually get to some German characters, and they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Fucking great.
So Disco gets the mic then, and he basically they steal Conan's little spiel that he always does.
Yeah, his like olale type thing. Yep.
Like, oh, we know about Southern California culture too. Brr, brr, brr. And they had said something on commentary that they were the tag team, the Dancing Fools. Were they actually called that? Like, when they came out as a tag team, did the little banner say Dancing Fools?
I don't think it did.
The way they kept saying it, it made me believe, like, oh no, that's a legitimate tag team named the Dancing Fools.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe that's. I don't know, because I don't think it came out. I think it was just Disco Inferno when they came out. But I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, when they were a tag team.
Oh, when they were a tag team.
Did that come up?
That's good. Maybe that could be something to look into. Let's see.
Right.
Alex Wright and Disco Inferno, were they the Disco Fools? Or, yeah.
So basically, just Disco's saying that they'd just rather dance.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'd
hit
rather
our
dance.
music, and you
And
get
so-
that wolf.
Fucking Alex Wright, dude.
So bad. But yeah, they want him to hit the music, and we get the wolf, and we get that fucking wolf pack thing. And there's a pop. There's a pop. Yeah, say cut that. I heard that clipping in that.
Ow. That's gonna be cut because that clipped for sure. I heard that. I got way too close to the mic doing that.
That's too funny.
Fire stick. So, yeah. So let's see. Yes, Dancing Fools.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
Dancing
fun.
Fools were two wrestlers. Okay, here we go. According to Wikipedia.com, excuse me, .org. There is no .com that I know of. It's a porn site. They were, World Wrestling Team composed of Disco Inferno and Alex Wright. They were also called the Dancing Idiots and the Boogie Knights when the pair reunited later on.
The Boogie Knights.
Knights spelled with a K.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
That is too funny.
That's good
But
shit.
yeah, Conan comes out with fucking Luger and Nash.
Yeah, dude.
And, dude, I want to talk about how much I love Kevin Nash. Because you think about the time where NWO was such a huge force, and, like, every member wore the colors. That was a fucking thing. Conan had on his, fucking Luger had on his.
Yep.
Nash rolls out in, like, some blue basketball shorts with a matching basketball top that just says boss.
Yep. He's not rocking any colors whatsoever.
Oh, he gangster as fuck.
Yeah, he's the big man. He's the the high echelon. He's not fucking the little
The
soldiers
rules
rocking
of this gang do
rocking
not
their
apply to me, dude.
Nope. He's a leader, and they say, because he's leader of Wolfpack,
Yeah.
and Hogan's leader of NWO. So like,
You wouldn't catch Hogan not rocking the colors.
no,
So.
Hogan would always be rocking the colors.
Yeah.
Ever since Hollywood Hogan, I mean, it's always been black and white with him. Even,
Oh, yeah.
You know. But yeah, he comes out like a bomb, and I was just thinking, God, I fucking love Kevin Nash, dude.
Yeah.
There's a reason. Later on down the road, we'll be talking about him and a few other people as well. It'll be fucking great. But yeah, dude, Conan and Disco Inferno again. This is one of the matches I wasn't prepared for, so I didn't really kind of do much in the way of notes on that one.
No, this was all right though, because Kevin gets on the mic and he does his whole thing, which gets that crowd going, and then Conan, perfect on the mic, always was.
Every fucking, I loved it, dude. He's so good on the mic.
Yeah.
Olale, that whole, I'm not gonna.
His spiel, yeah, his whole
spiel.
thing.
Yep. Clip here.
¡Órale! ¡Arriba la raza!
Edit, nope. But yeah, they do some fun stuff. I don't know. I mean, they could both work. That's reality.
True. Yeah.
They were both champions of some kind at some point. I think what Conan was U.S. and
Conan had the U.S. and Disco had, I think,
TV.
TV.
He was a TV. It had to have been TV. I'm positive it was TV.
Yeah, TV champion for sure.
Which we're gonna get into later.
We are, because that's coming up anyway.
But yeah, they just they do some shit for a while, and honestly, it's nothing too special.
No, and I think that might have been why I didn't write anything down, because there wasn't anything that I just thought that was worthy of really talking about.
It was just that ending, just fucking, they threw, Disco threw Conan out, and like Alex Wright starts doing his whole fucking thing to him.
Yeah.
And Luger just casually walks around too, because he's just like, alright, and just throws him up in a fucking torture rack.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, he puts gets him up in the torture rack, and he's like, oh my god.
Ref's all fucking distracted by that, so Nash's big ass gets in there and just jackknife
powerbombs him. 1, 2, 3. Conan takes the win.
Well, no, I mean that was Nash that did that. He had to get out of the ring.
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
Conan actually did throw him in the Tequila Sunrise.
Oh, that's what it was.
And he ended up. It was. You knew it had to have been Tequila Sunrise
for sure. That was his big submission. That was the fucking
I was kind of hoping though, like, just because Disco was so much smaller than Nash, I was kind of hoping it was just going to be that jackknife powerbomb and then the Tequila Sunrise, but he's just out.
Yeah,
like the whole three count of the arm.
He just nope.
But no, he does eventually. Oh no, just starts tapping.
Yeah.
Either way, NWO take it.
Of course. I mean, they're the faction. You know what I mean? They're the money bringers. They're the hot ones at the moment. There's no way that.
I'd say though, with this whole fucking thing, they only are about half on it, aren't they? As far as winning.
As far, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, because not a lot of victories. You're right. And there's a lot of people repping NWO that I forgot were in NWO at this point.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into it in the next match here pretty quick too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep. Match.
Which we go straight into.
Pretty much. There's no segment. Straight into Giant. Paul White, a.k.a. The Big Show in the WWE, versus Kevin Green, former NFL linebacker.
I believe it was.
I think it was linebacker.
And he held like the most sacks for a linebacker in whatever year it was, like 94 or 96. Or
I think it's something like that. We looked at it earlier. I'm not going to pick it up again, but yeah. So I mean, this was kind of.
Yeah, this was weird, and this was a time like. The Giants, Paul White, whatever.
Yeah.
His whole interaction with the NWO has always been so weird. Like he was one of the not the original, but he was the.
He was one of the first members back. Like
I think he was like number
before
5
the original,
or number 4.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's
something like that. Yeah.
But either way, point being, he's original, and then had the falling out, and then and then. NWO splits itself, and now he's back in NWO Black and White, which makes no fucking sense.
No fucking sense. Yeah, of course.
Although Nash was the Giant Killer, right?
Oh, right.
So,
yeah. So that's
who else was the Giant? Didn't they call Ray the Giant Killer for a while?
I want to say they did. Yeah.
That sounds right.
That sounds about right. Yep.
But yeah, this is another one. I know. Again, another just like other style athlete.
Yeah.
Up on this fucking pay-per-view.
Exactly. I did like at one point I think Big Show was trying to come back in the ring. Like Kevin Green got out and was running around, and like Big Show got out to chase him, and like he got back in the ring. And Big Show's like, all right. And he went to like go up over the ropes, and Kevin Green moved the rope and fucking whacked him.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I got that. We got a Goldberg chant.
That was weird.
People just started screaming Goldberg. I was like, what the fuck?
So like they had said on commentary that this was supposed to be a tag team. It was supposed to be Kurt Hennig and the Giant versus Kevin Green and Goldberg, because Goldberg was Atlanta Falcons. You know, he was a football player also.
So it makes sense.
A lot of fucking athletes on this one.
A lot of them, yeah. We got 2 football players, 2 fucking basketball players.
3 if you count Kevin Nash. He played in Germany, like back in the day.
It's true. Semi-pro, I believe, yeah.
I think it was semi-pro,
yeah. Yeah. And what a weird world, now that this is out in the air. Taker, before he became a wrestler, was a basketball player.
Really?
Like, he played a lot of basketball. He wanted to play professional. I think he played a little bit overseas.
Okay.
Like, maybe semi-pro even. But he didn't actually go professional, but he decided, eventually to go wrestling. But what a weird world would that be if Mark Calloway became a basketball player?
Right.
Having the Undertaker. That's a universe that's out there now.
We believe this is the only universe. There's not just one universe. There's a multiverse.
Yeah, like who would have been the Undertaker? Because you know that story, that character, maybe not specifically, but that character would have came to fruition.
It would have came to fruition, and I don't think it would have done nearly as well.
I mean, it could have just been Glenn Jacobs.
That's very true.
Because that was Undertaker's name originally. It was Kane the Undertaker.
Kane the Undertaker. His very first appearance. Not.
We could have not had Fake Diesel.
That's very true. Could not. Yeah. Or Fake Undertaker.
Isaac Yankem.
Or Isaac Yankem.
Oh, that's too funny.
Man. Good shit.
Yeah, back on this. This was slow. I mean, it's one of those things. The Giant is called the fucking Giant. He's 7'1". I don't know exactly how big he is.
Yeah, he's a huge guy.
But Kevin Green, he's what, like 6'3"?
He was like 6'3", 6'4", they said.
Yeah, he's a big dude too.
He's not a small guy. No, not at all.
Fucking linebacker.
Exactly. Right?
So yeah, I mean, this ended exactly how I thought it was gonna end.
Yeah.
We get a choke slam.
Choke slam, boom. Strike 1 for NWO. They win. Boom.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, or not strike 1, but point 1 for NWO.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
What I meant to say, point 1, not strike 1.
For that NWO. Because Wolfpack's
Marijuana affects the memory.
100%.
Yeah, Wolfpack's, that's what I'm saying. Wolfpack's at 100% right now.
Black and White now has one.
Yeah, now has one, yeah. Because they lost. Yeah.
I think that's their first time on here.
This is their first time on here, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're each sitting at 1 at the moment.
Yeah, we had to deal with Raven's Flock. We had to deal with that faction first,
That's
and
right.
now we're getting
to
a new faction.
Yeah, exactly. This is then when we get the WCW, whatever website interview with her.
WCWWrestling.com, dude.
There it is. Yeah. Tell us
Lee
if that's
Marshall once again.
You know what? Let's see if it works.
Yes.
I seriously doubt it.
Oh. Was it on this one or the last WCW? I actually think it was on this one. Because I want to say Mean Gene was doing, before he brought out Eddie, I want to say he did, or maybe later he does one. I can't really remember. But he does something for the hotline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one of the, that was Halloween Havoc, I think we were talking about.
Okay, maybe it was.
I think that was on Havoc. And I think there might have even been one on Fall Brawl. Again,
this is newer. This is a more recent one that we've watched, because when they popped up the numbers and shit, they did the whole this number no longer in service.
Yes.
But right below it, it was for Canadian viewers. Call this. That number was still up.
That was. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they didn't block that one.
That wasn't this one?
That might have been. Maybe it was this one. It might. It might have been this one.
Okay.
It might have been this one.
I feel like
because I remember looking at
it's so vivid in my brain.
Because the difference in Canadian and American prices too, it was like $1.69 a minute.
$1.99.
$1.99 in Canada, which I was like, yeah, that tracks. Of all the the little bit of info of Canada, I know. Yeah, that
especially in the late
we
'90s.
we pay $60 a game for whatever for PS4 or some bullshit like that. They pay like $80 a game.
Damn, really?
Yeah, now it's like $70 for PS5 games and shit, and they're paying like $90 for a fucking game up there. It's like,
Shit.
yeah,
And that's just like standard shit. Like you think about like the gold editions of this or
oh
whatever
yeah,
of this.
not the special
like,
editions that are
yeah.
jacked up like $40-$50.
Just say you're spending 150 American. It's like damn, well, 200 almost, right?
Yeah, just
or
about
$1.75 or something.
$1.75, pretty close to fucking $200.
That's
Canadian.
intense.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a huge markup. And no, WCWWrestling.com is not available.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Someone buy that domain name.
For real.
Just get it back. Put something up. I'm really surprised like some nerd hasn't done that yet.
That's true.
There's a lot of wrestling nerds in the world. Like I'm
there's a
surprised
lot.
that's not really a.
Yeah, we're not the only ones out here.
It's true. But we after this was so the WCWWrestling.com talking to Kurt Hennig about just the match and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
They just faded out as he keeps talking.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. There was no definitive like, all right, cut it, let's go back to this. Like,
Yeah, it just faded it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they didn't.
You're not Mr. Perfect anymore, bro.
No, they really don't care, and that comes to show here pretty soon in the later match. Like, goddamn. But then we get
the video package for the Chris Jericho and Dean Malenko feud.
Yep, and on Nitro, and Booker T was there, Dean Malenko and whatnot.
Yeah, this was pretty fun because this turned into this whole thing where like they couldn't touch each other before the pay-per-view or else they were disqualified.
Contract, and then apparently Malenko ends up getting disqualified.
Oh, dude, Jericho says some shit.
Oh yeah, Jericho.
Did you pick up on that? Did you watch that one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
So bullet points on it. Basically, your dad wasn't around. Your dad got lonely. You and your brother look nothing alike.
Yep.
How's your mom feel about that type shit?
And Malenko knocked his fucking ass down, dude.
Dude, Jericho
and it looked,
on the mic.
It was great, and some of those, I don't know how personal that was, but it seemed pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah, like whether or not it was like, dude, that's hitting somebody in a fucking heartstring.
True that, yeah. Very, very fucking interesting.
Oh, too fucking funny.
And then we get, J.J. Dillon was basically laying down the law on the whole, like, this is what's going on. You guys can't touch anything.
And Malenko does, and so he's disqualified.
So then Jericho comes out in a fucking top hat with a cane. And he gets in the ring, and he's gonna do a little shoe dance for us, or whatever, fucking soft shoes and shit, whatever he says.
That's funny, the direction that went, because, like, when he first came out, in my mind, I was like, oh, Clockwork Orange.
That's
like,
kind of what I was thinking,
like,
that's
he's
exactly
going to get a little weird on some shit.
Yeah.
He's going to look for a glass of milk out there.
Yeah.
But no, he was just all dapper and wanted to do a little dance.
Exactly. But, again, J.J. Dillon comes out and shuts that shit down and says, look, no, like, all right, so Malenko, obviously, he's disqualified. You're not gonna have that match tonight. And that's good news for you. But we found an independent wrestler from here in town.
Yeah, it was interesting the way he did it too, because he was all like, "Oh, I respect you as a wrestler,
he was
and
talking
you do
about,
have quite a few fans."
Yes,
and
right.
Got to hear Jerichoholic fucking drop, always fun.
Yeah, there's always a bunch of Jerichoholics.
And yeah, he was basically just like, "So I think we should give you a match and let you put your title up, and we found this local dude."
He's like, "Oh, a local guy. Oh,
hasn't wrestled in 6 months.
I can just this job. Oh yeah, bring out this jobber." He says.
I think he called him a jabroni. I'm pretty sure he dropped the jabroni.
Okay, maybe it was jabroni. Yeah, so Jericho's thinking, okay, this is going to be a quick squash. I'm going to fucking take this little dude who ain't wrestled in 6 months. He's a fucking indie guy. Nobody's heard of him.
Yeah.
And then that music hits. And all of a sudden, boom, here comes Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah.
Because he's from San Diego.
Oh, that's true. And he had been gone for a minute. They had said something about God.
He had a knee injury because he came out with a brace.
See, I don't believe it though. I genuinely don't believe it, and the reason I don't believe it is because commentary team was telling me.
That's fair.
I'm sure he was just on vacation.
Oh, I'm
Or
sure
they
that's
have
probably what it was.
200 fucking employees, and like, well, someone else needs some TV time.
That's fair.
I'm sure it was something along those lines, but either way, hometown, back, got the pop.
Yeah.
Sold it.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. So he comes out, and this is, I'm going to go ahead and probably just say it now. This is probably the best match on the fucking card.
This is a good one.
This is a really good match. Fucking Jericho and Rey Mysterio were really fun again to watch.
And that was the thing with, like, Jericho accepting the match. He wanted to make sure it was still a no DQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and JJ obliged.
Absolutely. That's another, so Ray comes out, and it is. It's an ODQ again. They go back to the outside. They're out there. They get up towards the fucking sand in the stage. I think Jericho gets bombed or slammed onto a sandcastle.
Oh, yeah.
and then Ray climbs up on the lifeguard tower.
It's like one of those chairs, one of the big
chair
lifeguard
thingies
chairs.
that you would see, and he fucking does a hurricane right off the leg, and fucking pretty good one.
Yeah, that was sick. That was a good jump, and like they went down the sand perfect. And shit.
Yeah, I was well impressed.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was super fun. So then let's see. Of course, being no DQ, whatever. Jericho gets a chair. And
one of the plastic ones.
One of the plastic ones. And this makes a good sound.
It does, yeah.
When he hits that leg the first time, pop! I was like, ooh, that sounded real good. I immediately thought of Ben, like, oh, he's going to like that sound.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a good sound. Like, the visual of watching the plastic hit the brace, I was like, okay, well, what the fuck ever.
Right.
But that sound, ooh, it sold. And the people there, they heard it too, and they fucking loved it. It was real shit.
Fucking true. We get fucking lion tamer attempt.
That was fun.
That was super fun. Like, fucking Ray was fighting it, man. He was fighting it like my little brother would fight it, but I tried to put him in a fucking lion tamer back in the day. Like, shout out to Moo not being here.
No excuse this week, bro.
No.
Last week it was the day after St. Patty's. Like, oh, understandable.
True.
Dude, it's fucking Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
We're not recording. Yeah, exactly. We're not recording this at fucking crack ass 30 in the morning on a Monday.
Which I love doing, by the way.
As do I, even though I work, the 12-hour shift beforehand to come in and do it. But even still, it's fun. I enjoy it. But yeah, we're doing this on a Wednesday today. And Moo has no fucking excuse. So, you some bitch. I'm going to find something to fucking come in here and make fun of you. Some clip somewhere. Something. It's going to be a good one.
Nope.
¿Te gusta?
But yeah, fucking and then he gets to the rope, gets out of it, and then fucking Dean shows up.
Yep, just starts walking down.
He's walking down to the ring, and fucking Jericho's distracted, and I believe Ray gets a roll up.
No, nice little small package,
Nice
schoolboy, whatever you want to call
1,
it.
2,
Just
3,
roll them up.
Fucking Rey Mysterio, boom, cruiserweight champion still, right? Because
No, he's winning it.
he's winning
He
it.
just
You're
got
right.
back.
You're right.
He's been
Okay,
gone for a minute.
Jericho was cruiserweight champion. We forgot to mention that this was a cruiserweight championship match.
Oh, did we?
I think
Could have swore I said that, but
Again?
either way.
Doo-doo-doo.
Marijuana affects the memory.
There's gonna be a lot of those in this episode.
That's okay, dude. Again, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and not 8 a.m.,
Very
We're
true.
a little more stoned now.
That's true. Very good point. I mean, puffing on a joint at the moment. Yeah, so Ray is the new cruiserweight champion, excuse me.
Yeah, and that's fun. He was definitely one of those staples for that division.
100%. Yeah.
No one's gonna bitch if he's holding that championship.
Not at all. And you saw how the crowd reacted to Jericho. full heel. They don't like him. Like, he boos when he fucking dropped the Jerichoholics fucking line before the match.
Right. Yeah,
He's still full in heel mode.
Yeah, I mean,
this is funny going back a year ago from last week. We had Jericho at SummerSlam.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
making his debut.
making his first pay-per-view debut. And now we're...
Damn, yeah, that's a year after this, huh?
Yeah.
This was July of 98.
This is July of 98, and that was August of 99, so like a full year.
So I would know probably, because he had been on Raw.
Yeah, that was his debut.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, damn, fuck.
Yeah, Raw. I believe Raw was his debut.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just don't know if that was during the SummerSlam month or if it was, like, before that. Because they had to have done some segments and shit because... Fink was rolling around with his shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was established something.
Yeah. Let's see.
So this is like, damn near a fucking year.
Look at that mean motherfucker. Let's see.
August 9th.
August. Oh, that's not.
This is 24 years ago on August 9th.
24 years ago today, so August 9th, 24 years ago.
Or first, I guess.
Oh.
Either way, it's August, so here we are.
So yeah, it literally was like
a year and a couple weeks.
Yeah, a week or two before that pay-per-view. So then, over a year. You know, we're jumping back and forth, man. We've hit 2000, but we haven't gone past 2000 yet. Which we still got a lot of stuff. I think in between.
Oh yeah,
we can even go further back to like 95, 96. Stuff like that. You know,
as far as going forward though, like I don't know how much further I'd like to go than like 01.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like getting up to like maybe the Invasion angle, which is right around the time I really started checking out.
No,
because that was right before Ruthless Aggression era started.
No, I definitely would not mind like skipping a few years like up and going to like when TNA debuted.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they first came out?
Yeah, they had the 6-sided ring and all of that shit. Like Hogan was the main focus. Like,
oh well, no, that was like 2010. I'm talking like 2002 to 2004.
Oh, the early TNA.
Ken Shamrock was the first champion.
Shit.
Well, I mean, it's the NWA championship.
Right.
But either way, the first on TNA champion.
Gotcha. Okay.
But no, they did some fun shit. They had they called it was a Clockwork Orange match is what it was. But it was like a Ravens Rules.
That sounds
familiar. It had like shit all hanging down and whatnot. Dude, they got violent.
Hell yeah.
When fucking Abyss rolls in and shit.
Oh. Shit.
And then Sabu joined and like all the fucking EC Dub dudes did. They actually did, I think it was like 2011. Their pay-per-view called Hard Justice. They did Hardcore Justice, and they just brought back everybody that they could, and just made their own ECW reunion.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So off topic, but
a little bit. But
that would
okay.
That would be fun to get into.
I mean,
I'd be into
not
it.
really off topic because we're still talking wrestling. So
yeah.
I mean, buds, bulls, and backdrops.
But I have no like general interest of going to like a 2009 WWF.
No, I'm not.
pay-per-view.
I'm not looking. Yeah, no. Not really. Not really. There might be specific matches, like later on, like.
Not to say I wouldn't get into it. Like I'm sure.
Because I remember watching
into.
like for instance, Undertaker streak matches.
Oh yeah.
When Michaels tried to take the fucking streak down, when Triple H tried to take the streak down, those were some fucking great matches.
Oh yeah, like WrestleMania 20 and shit like that.
Yeah, like that's some good. Like, but as far as like, and maybe moments, but yeah, no, I also don't know too much of the newer, like from that moment to now, like 20 so years. It's weird to think that I haven't regularly watched professional wrestling for about 20 years. Yeah. Or more.
Yeah, that's interesting to think about.
It used to be, get home that day from school, fucking get dinner, get your homework, get whatever done. Fucking
Wednesdays or Thursdays or whatever day it was.
Yeah, 9 o'clock on a Monday, you're watching fucking Raw, or you're watching, 8 o'clock at Nitro.
Oh yeah, those days are gone.
Those days are gone. You can't do that shit anymore. No. Especially nowadays. They're not fucking, they're so long. They're so long.
Yeah.
Do we need each Raw to be as long as a fucking pay-per-view? I don't think so. But then again, they also have 50 million fucking superstars. So you got to get those people happy. You got to get them on TV. You got to.
Well, they eventually, once they got rid of, excuse me, beer's fucking hitting me. Once they finally like got rid of the whole divas thing and really like started caring about their women's division, they doubled their fucking roster.
That's very true. Oh yeah, there's like I said, nowadays there's a goddamn women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Separate from just the regular Royal Rumble.
It's not bad either.
No, it's not.
I watched this year's.
Yeah, I believe was it Rhea that won this year? Or was it
no Bailey?
Bailey won. Okay, Bailey won. Oh,
yeah, and she's going after Sky. She's going after Sky's championship.
Okay, see, and it's funny, like because of like some of the earlier wrestling games, not earlier, but I mean, like the 2Ks, like 20, 21, and even a little bit earlier. I know some of the roster of the nowadays. I know your Roman Reigns I know your RKO's, your John Cena's, I know your Skies, your Rhea Ripley's, your Alexa Bliss's, your Becky Lynch's, who I adore. Becky Lynch is fucking dope.
Becky's going after Ripley. She's going after her championship.
I know that's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be a fun one. Yeah. Again, we'll get into our WrestleMania predictions probably at the end of the episode.
Yeah. We'll get into that at the end of this.
Yeah.
Let's stay with WCW.
Yeah,
which is kind of hard, dude. Like, this isn't the... Oh, God, it sounds shitty coming out of my mouth. This isn't, like, my favorite WCW pay-per-view.
I am going to agree.
On paper, it looked so good.
It looked so good, and then watching it... Yeah, no, I'm the same way, because I was... Especially once we get to that final match, dude, I got some shit to say, bro.
Yeah. I feel like we've done, 7 of these, or however many we're up to now?
This will be our 7th... This will be our 8th episode. We've done our 7th that will be released again.
Yeah, because we lost Fall Brawl.
Fall Brawl's sitting on another hard drive.
But, yeah, dude, this... again, just on paper, it looked really good. In execution, it was slow and just not that fucking entertaining.
Nope.
And not as much as at least what I would have remembered from the time when I was watching.
I agree. Yeah, 100%. I'm almost kind of wishing we went with 99.
Yeah.
That seemed like... But then again, who knows? I mean, goddamn, it's hard to tell.
Normally, like I was starting to say, like, we've done 7 of these or whatever, and I'm usually really good with my notes of okay, here's this and this and this. It was super good. Try to fucking run through it.
Right.
This one was hard, especially with a bottle of rum. This was a hard one.
I'm not. Yeah, I know. I agree because I'm not fucking. I don't have the best fucking notes either because it's just. Some of it was. It wasn't. I don't know.
It wasn't shit you'd write home about.
No, like I said, the Conan Disco match. I don't have a single fucking note written for that match because there wasn't anything that I was like, oh shit, that was cool. It just was. I mean, yeah, like Conan Disco Inferno's fun, but.
The only reason that match existed was so that you could get the Wolfpack on screen.
Exactly, because
it's the only time they're on here.
It's literally, I was gonna say that. It's literally the only fucking time the Wolfpack's.
The fuck was Sting doing?
Sting wasn't doing shit, dude. I mean, it was interesting. They had a stacked roster at this time too. They could have done so much more.
Yeah, so
we've got
getting back to where we were at. Fucking. Mysterio gets the fucking roll-up, wins the fucking belt. Yeah, Malenko just starts chasing Jericho.
Chasing him out.
And chases him,
they get out in the backstage. He's beating the shit out of him backstage. He's giving him the what for.
Dude, this was an interesting thing. Fucking Jericho was trying to run, and Arn Anderson stopped him from running.
Yeah. Arn Anderson showed up fucking boom.
I forgot, and I don't know if it's during this time, but Malenko, he was a horseman.
I was gonna say the same thing. As soon as Arn Anderson showed up, I was like, oh yeah, Malenko was a fucking horseman. That makes sense.
I didn't remember it being 98, but
I don't. I think it might have been earlier, but he probably still got them ties. Arn's his boy from back in the day. So that was cool.
Whoa, dude, that's another no Flair on this one.
No
Sting, no Flair.
No Sting, no Flair. They fucking probably.
Macho had to have still been around because Conan, during his WCW Wrestling.com shit, he was shouting out
Macho.
his NWO boys, and he said Macho.
He said Macho. Yeah, true that.
Yeah, he had to have still been around.
Again, so no Macho either.
Damn.
Yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, I guess we're gonna get into the next match then. Match number 8. Yeah. For the TV championship, NWO Bret Hart versus Booker T.
This was an interesting NWO Hart too, because like in the 2000s there was, I think it was just called NWO 2000. I don't really remember, but that was like him and Jeff Jarrett and the Outsiders, and like they were those dudes.
Yeah.
And he would rock those colors at that point. He ain't rocking no NWO colors.
That's true. Another
He's still
one.
just his own pink and black. Fucking
Yep.
Here I am.
Yep, he wasn't rocking any sort. But he came out with the music, which was like, all right, so he is NWO, but he's not going to be the guy that's like,
Yeah. And yeah, it's him and Booker T.
Yep.
Booker T is the TV champ, and I really don't get a TV championship being on a pay-per-view.
No, it makes no sense.
I feel like the whole point of a TV championship
is so you can
for
have
a
a
weekly TV show.
Exactly. So you can have championship matches on your weekly shows.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't very often that a championship match happened on a weekly show, let alone being turned over on a weekly show. A handful of times.
Yeah.
But, it didn't happen. So, yeah, you're right. Having the TV championship at a pay-per-view it's fucking redundant as all hell, dude. Like,
It doesn't make any sense.
Not at all. But yeah, like I put here, Bret Hart's fucking full heel. The look he gives the title when the ref's showing him the title, he looks at it and just goes,
Yeah, he ain't get no fucks.
he don't give no shit about winning this title. He don't give a, I think
he was like a 5-time WWF champion. I don't even know how many Intercontinental champion or tag team fucking Hart Foundation. He don't give no fucks about a TV title.
He don't give no shit.
Thanks for putting me later on the card.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a at least a semi-high match. I got right before the 2 main events essentially.
Yeah.
So, but again, they go out. They start up. They go outside. I love Booker T back in the day. Booker T, even, WWF days, Booker T was fun. I mean, you got the classic, I think I mentioned it last episode, Austin Booker T in the grocery store fucking beat down type shit. Booker T was great. Bret Hart, I don't know.
Dude.
I don't hate Bret Hart, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, you whine a fucking lot.
See, I don't really have a problem with that. That's not my problem. My problem is, like, he's just misused. Because
Okay.
So this is July of 98, so he's been there for a minute. Think about like early 97 when Hart Foundation was doing their thing, and they were just so anti-American but pro-Canada and pro-everybody else. Like the heel persona, and it had a lot to do with him whining about this and whining about that.
That's true.
But he was still fucking main eventer. He was fucking dude.
He was still on top, yeah. Even
and
as
now you got him going for a TV title on a pay-per-view.
That's
like
fair.
They misused the fuck out of Bret Hart.
No, his WCW run. Yeah, no, I've watched the documentaries and stuff, and I've heard the stories on all of it. The screw job from everything else to everything else. And
the fucking screw job.
The fucking screw job. That might be an episode.
We should do that one because, like, not to get into it already. Do you remember the Dark Side of the Ring episode on that? You remember Scott Hall watching it and being like, "No, dude, it's a work." Like, and he's just going off on the screen. Yeah. It's like, I actually believe this dude.
No shit.
This is the dude I want to believe.
And he didn't sound like he was like playing it up for like a segment. He was just like, this doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, it doesn't affect his life in any way because he was like, no offense at all, but he was probably within the last 5 years of his life. Like, he was older when he did that. And
That's
he
true.
Was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You could tell by the way he's doing this or whatever it was. And it's like, no, I believe this man.
I believe it too. I mean, we've got. No, we'll get. You know what?
Yeah.
If you want us to do an episode on the fucking screw job, tell us on the comments or
what
whatever.
Was that Survivor Series? Was it 97?
96 or 97, I believe. Something like that. Let's see.
I feel like it had to have been 97 because in 98 he's in WCW, and at the end of that is when he wrote the WCW in the fucking air.
Yeah.
You're about to Google Montreal Screwjob. You're gonna get some weird ass porn, bro.
Probably.
Yeah, add the WWE to it. November 97. So yeah, Survivor Series 97.
Okay, word. So yeah, if you want us to go back and do Survivor Series 97, talk about that infamous screw job. Let us know.
It could be a fun one.
It could be
I
a
think
fun
it will
one.
be a fun
It
one.
might. It might actually be a real good one. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, this was fun. But yeah, again, we're going outside. We got stair spots. We got posts, guardrails.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Brett had used a chair behind the ref's back.
I want to say the same thing because I want was it this match?
I saw him use a chair more than once, but I remember he got the
Yeah,
disqualification.
Brett hits with chair a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not no disqualified at all. Nothing.
No, so I want to assume ref didn't see it.
I'm gonna think it was probably not seen because at the same, if you also notice, I thought it was weird. Booker T also came out. He had an injured knee. He was also wearing a brace, and he went for a lot of those knee shots with those chair shots.
That's weird because I remember like thinking about it, and he does this like from the top rope, that missile drop kick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, his knee was fucked up and he did that.
Right. Exactly. You know.
Or did he just need a break for a minute?
He might have just
I think
needed a
Stone
break.
Cold's the only motherfucker I believe those braces are actually
For
doing
real.
something.
I agree. That's true because I was just thinking that same thing because I was like, oh, Rey Mysterio in the last match had brace. I was like, oh, that's funny. That's like Stone Cold. And then Booker T comes out in this match, same thing. I'm like, kind of weird. I mean, was Stone Cold rocking a brace about this time? Probably, because this is definitely after the fucking pile driver with Owen Hart. So, and I'm sure his knees have taken some other serious damage after that.
I feel like he rocked those before that, but I'm not really sure.
Probably. That's a good point.
But no, there was the consistency of just always. It was like Ahmed Johnson, like the consistency of always having shit.
Yeah.
Like if someone just comes out with a brace for just they were out for medical leave, like nah, you took a vacation.
You took a vacation,
and now you want us to really believe that's happening.
Oh yeah.
Shane Douglas, going back to our ECW one.
Oh right.
Where he was constantly in it. I want to believe that more. Because he was almost always in a sling or a
every time you
brace
saw him
at a time. And that was for years he was in it.
Right. Yeah, well, there we go.
Well, yeah, I guess we kind of said it without saying it, but yeah, Hart hits him with a fucking chair and gets disqualified.
Yeah, he does end up getting, he does. This does end just by disqualification. I got here. We did get to see a Spinner Rooney.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool. It wasn't called Spinner Rooney. It's called like some breakdance, something.
Oh, I didn't catch what they called it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
he's totally doing that at this point.
You got the figure 4 on the post too, which
Classic.
was pretty fucking classic. Working that hurt leg.
Yeah. And then Stevie came out.
Yeah, and then Stevie walks up, fully clothed in his jeans and his freaking looking like The Rock, but Stevie. And just
dude, that minute and 35-second match he had with Chavo really took a lot out of him,
He was pissed. He was ready to leave. And it's funny, I think even the ref's like, why isn't Stevie Ray coming out here? This is weird. Like, did he leave already? And then no, he seconds later he showed up. But yeah.
Well, that was the thing, is like Harlem Heat wasn't a thing at that point. Because Booker was trying to be his own thing. And
that's true. So I think that was part of right before their split.
Yeah, and this really sucks that we don't have Fall Brawl, because we did Fall Brawl of '98, which is 3 months after this, something like that.
Something like that.
And Stevie is full on black and white on Bret
true.
Hart's team.
Yeah.
So like, there's some story going on of the Harlem Heat splitting.
Yep.
I guess I don't know if Stevie's trying to help.
Because I don't think Booker ever joined either one, did he?
No, I don't think Booker did.
No, because even like
Stevie did.
Stevie did for sure. He was black and white for sure. And I think later even black and red at one point.
I think he was always BT.
Was he always just BT?
I'm pretty sure he was always BT.
But
he didn't get the fucking Scott Steiner treatment.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
Which again, where the fuck the Steiners on this one?
Again, the Steiners. Yeah, no Scott Steiner, no Rick Steiner. Like,
oh, actually, that's something I didn't even think about until just now. We only have one tag team match on this, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
everything else is just singles.
Yeah, it's that main event. And if you want to call that a tag team match, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Then we get Goldberg package.
Yeah.
Basically, like, leading up to everything coming up to this match coming up next. And Goldberg had just won the fucking title 6 days prior on Nitro to this.
Yes.
He beat Hogan took the title from him, and now he's the new unified. Because he took the WCW and the NWO title, and he's now the WCW. Like he's got both belts, I think, at one point.
He has the World Championship, which was the NWO one, whatever. But he's also the United States champion at this point.
Oh,
and
is that what it was?
They didn't know what to do with the U.S. Championship because they couldn't just have him lose because that fucks up his streak.
That fucks his streak up, which he's at a 111 at this point.
Is that what it was? I actually didn't catch the number.
I wrote that down. He's 111 and 0 at one point, is what they say.
So yeah, basically it's just in limbo.
Yeah,
and like he's a dual champion.
Okay.
I don't even remember what they actually do with it.
That's funny. All right, fair enough.
But this is okay. We're at that point.
We're at that
point. We brought this up. So 6 days ago in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
He fucking wins the championship.
Yep.
He was a football player on the Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
That is his fucking hometown.
That is his hometown.
That Nitro. Now they said this. They said this more than once,
right? And
it made me really have to get into this.
Okay.
They said there were 40,000 people in attendance in the fucking
wow.
The Georgia Dome, right?
The Georgia Dome,
was? Yeah, so in the Georgia Dome. So what do you think about this? I thought I misheard that shit. I thought I heard him say 14.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, whatever.
That makes a bit more sense type deal.
But later on, Shivani drops the number and he says 39,919.
Holy fuck.
We're literally
Nitro.
4 times as many people were at that Nitro than are at this fucking pay-per-view right now.
How many do we
6
have?
days later.
What, 14? I think
10. It was like 10,090.
Not even 11,000.
Yeah, not even 11.
Not even 11,000 at this pay-per-view.
But there were 40,000 people almost.
That
on a Monday.
That right there just goes to show you he's now champion, at this point. The popularity of Bill Goldberg.
Oh yeah, the 111 is that what you said?
111 is what they said the streak was at, and he's just a beast. And he was not that first beast, but he was one of those that just. And even looking back, he's really not that big, but he had that football power, that football power and all that, that experience. He's just one of my favorites.
He's just that dude.
Just that dude, exactly. And when
come in, wreck shit, leave.
That's fucking come in, raise hell, leave type deal.
That's too good.
So so we get the next match: Kurt Hennig versus Goldberg.
Yeah.
NWO Black and White Kurt Hennig. We hear this music a lot.
This is a special pay-per-view. We get the Michael Buffer for 2 matches.
For 2 matches, it even actually mentions it. It's like one of 2 main events.
Yeah, the
Are you ready to rumble?
Or whatever.
Right now and later, basically.
Did he come out with anybody? Did he come out with Giant or anybody? No, he came out by himself?
No, I believe he just came out by himself. Yeah, it was just Kurt Hennig, and then, Goldberg came out. Little spot of red on his forehead from headbutting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was straight up. I was like, he's already showing color, and he hasn't even done anything. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Only one of the night.
Yeah.
With a Ravens rules fucking match.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let this one go.
No, I don't blame you. But yeah, this is what I think maybe a 4-minute match.
Yeah, it was like 350. I think is what they gave it.
Yeah, it's one of those. Who's gonna win. The streak's not. Kurt Hennig's not gonna break the streak. He's just now the champion. Like he's not gonna lose it to Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, 6 days.
6 days later, and then have that be. Even though Kurt Hennig, that's his whole story. Like I'm gonna be the one to break Goldberg's streak. Blah 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 blah. Or burp like Ben says. But you get your spots. You get the spear, you get the jackhammer, which eventually takes it.
Did we get a perfect plex? Was he able to land one? I honestly don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't think maybe. I don't have it written down. But Goldberg slamming. Oh yeah, slamming hitting off the top. He got up there and he picked him up, fucking threw him off the top rope. But yeah, I mean, again, it wasn't a very long match.
Yeah.
Eventually, he got him set up, hit him with the fucking spear. Did his Goldberg jump, picked him up, And the thing was, is like Kurt Hennig had tried working on his legs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had a chair or anything, but he was like, he had him on the ropes and he was fucking like kicking his legs down, doing the jump down, sit on his legs and his ankle, trying to fuck his shit up. And they were going, oh, he's not going to be able to pick him up and do the jackhammer. Nah, Goldberg didn't fucking he just fucking dropped him, boom, there it was.
Oh, yeah, brand new champion like that,
yeah. Yeah. Pretty typical Goldberg match, to be fair, which I guess I can understand why some people didn't like him. Because they were more or less that same type of match.
Well, and he just, it's a shitty thing to say, but like he just couldn't really work. Like he was just
True.
powerhouse.
And again, going back to Bret Hart, he says the same thing. You know, Goldberg was extremely stiff. You know, and then he also bitches about him ending his career, kicking in the face.
God, I wish I could find this meme. I saw this one the other day, and it was like, it was 4 different pictures right here, right. And like it was like Stone Cold, Owen Hart broke his neck, forgave him, this happened, forgave him, this happened, forgave him, and then it's got a picture of Bret Hart and just says fuck Goldberg.
I will look and see if I can find that meme and I'll put that up here, editing note.
That's hilarious. It was like D'Lo paralyzed draws forgave him. Fuck Goldberg.
Fuck Goldberg. That's hilarious. And you know what? I get it. I can understand it. But it's like, it's been so long, dude.
Oh, yeah. You got to get over shit.
Yeah, you got to just get over it. I mean, you're probably never going to get that apology, bro.
And I mean, who fucking cares?
Who cares? Exactly. Look where you're at now and look where he's at. You guys are fine. Just stay the fuck away from each other. You don't have to be like you and Sean. All copacetic, but you're not gonna hang out anymore. Not that you ever did. You both fucking hated each other. Again, we'll get into that if we ever do that episode.
Yeah, this just felt weird for being so short.
I agree.
Just because it is like the world championship and he is such a fresh champion.
Exactly. Like it was.
And Perfect, he's been doing it for what, 17 years
at
that point?
Perfect's like, no fucking slouch. He's a veteran for sure at this point. Like he's been in the business for a minute. Like he was in early WWF, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Like
oh yeah.
Like before coming to WCW, even like he was one of those and. Like he's got his tenure.
He was definitely in the 80s doing his thing.
Yeah,
100%.
Yep, totally.
But yeah, it was. I'm assuming it was just the jackknife, or not the jackknife, the jackhammer into the pin, the straight pin,
straight like pin, like he always does. 1, 2, 3, and now Goldberg is 112-0.
Okay.
And still champion. And then we get into a video package. Explaining the upcoming match, and not really so much explaining it, just showing some non-audio video with a little bit of weird music. It was a fucking lame video package. I didn't like it. I literally put lame video package. I was like, come on, I've seen better, you guys, from you. Yeah. Like,
and like that's the sad part is like you think about the names that are involved in this. Like you could have spent some time.
Oh yeah, you could have
spent a little more time. I guess that's the best way to say that.
Spent a little bit more time, Turner. Like you could have fucking put some more money into that. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get into the fucking main event of the evening, fucking the tag team match, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page versus Carl Malone, and Carl Malone.
And the man.
Okay. Anyway, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, and Carl Malone versus Hollywood Hogan and Dennis Rodzilla Rodman.
Rodzilla, the worm.
The Rodzilla.
And don't forget, they have the Disciple with them.
They do. They bring Disciple out with them. So they had to.
Ed,
not that he does ring it.
What's his real name? Ed something. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I don't know his real name.
Yes.
Ed something.
That's who it is. You're right. Brutus Beefcake. But he's an NWO.
Yeah. And he just looks like Hogan.
He really does. Yeah.
He's just that guy. He's that henchman.
Yep. Yeah, a lot to say about this match.
Yeah, get into it. Let's hear it.
Fucking, it starts off. I mean, they're trying to figure out who's going to start off first, and everybody's like, okay, well, Hogan eventually is like, all right, Rodman, you start. DDP starts. All right, Carl, you start. So it's Carl Malone and Rodman. And it's a lot of them just doing this.
Oh, just dancing.
Just dancing. And then, like, at one point, like, Carl would go after Rodman, and then Rodman would, like, try to curl up underneath the ropes. Like, get away, get away. And then, like, at one point, I think Malone went to go up. He's like, come on, let's go, test strength. And fucking Rodman goes to hand up. He slaps his hand away and spins Rodman into the corner. And it was like, okay, we're like already like a couple minutes into this. Like, what
Yeah.
Come on now. Because literally, it took, like, they just fucking spun around for a good minute.
I kind of get that psychology a little bit, just the idea of, because this, like, again, this is a month after the NBA Finals of 1998, where the Bulls did beat the Jazz.
Right.
So Rodman got himself a ring, and Malone didn't.
Yeah.
So there's that, like, that Karl Malone, dude, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, no. And I'm going to talk up Karl Malone a lot, because homeboy put in work in this match. I will give him that. But a little bit back and forth, and eventually we get the other guys in. I think DDP at one point goes up against Rodman. Rodman does get a good arm drag on fucking DDP, which is actually pretty decent.
Dude, he likes the business.
He does. He's a fan for sure. Like, no doubt. Couple times, just real sloppy drops and falls and stuff like that. Let's see.
God, could we look up how tall these dudes are? Because it really does make sense. If I want to say they're both pushing like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, at least.
And just as far as like the quote unquote how slow it is like, and just the falls and shit, like.
$6'9".
Malone is 6'9". Jesus Christ, he's bigger than I thought he was.
Yeah.
That's honestly a real testament to how big fucking Hogan and fucking DDP are.
Exactly.
They both have to be like 6'5", 6'6", something like that.
At least. 6'7".
6'7", yep. That makes sense.
They're fucking tall motherfuckers, dude.
So yeah, they're essentially fucking giants.
Yeah,
in the ring.
Everybody in that ring. Yeah, they're well over 6 foot tall. They're fucking.
Yeah, we're not seeing Hurricane Ranas in this match, you know. So
not at all.
It's definitely a slower paced match.
Yeah,
and it is more. This is a weird thing to say, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Hulk Hogan after 1994. I can do without.
You know what?
It's all about the name. It's all about he's just that icon that he's done this and that. And like even his earlier work, he worked with a lot of big people and it was a lot slower shit.
Mm-hmm.
But because he was, the real American or whatever, and then went to this and went to that, it's like he just had that name that they were like, you're that main event star.
Pretty much that he was WCW's biggest fucking star that they had. He was, again, right, like you said, riding off that fucking name at this point.
And I like the realism of Kevin Nash because he's always so quick to say, dude, I only know 5 moves. Or I only have 5 moves. And it's like, because he's a big man.
Exactly.
And he can only really sell these things so well.
That's true.
And yeah, Hogan, and like going back to the last one we did with the Hogan-Piper fucking cage match. Yeah. There was shit going on, but again, slow.
Very slow.
Real slow.
Mm-hmm. And again, with this one, we got just boring chants. Lots of boos. Like, the fans, nobody was standing up.
Yeah.
Like, there were no big pops. Even when it got a little, like, I was kind of like, oh, check this out. No, nothing real.
That's actually a reality to think about. Like, with the stars that are on this, quote unquote, you've got the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone. You've got the Chicago Bulls, fucking Dennis Rodman. Yeah. Kevin Green was.
I can't remember which team he played for.
I want to say like. I don't know. That had to have been college because I don't know. I feel like North Carolina is popping in my mind, but either way, I'm sure a Southern football team is probably a safe bet.
My bet, yeah.
But they're in San Diego. And, like, this goes back to you said that the Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho is probably, like, your favorite on this card.
Right.
San Diego dude. the crowd liked it. They
That's
popped
true.
for shit.
That's
they were
true.
really into it.
Good point.
I feel like with this main event, should have been in Salt Lake, or it should
Salt
have been
Lake.
in Chicago or
That's
somewhere.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, and that makes more sense.
Like, who's,
yeah, because
does San Diego have? Did they have a basketball team, or did they have a basketball team at the time?
I don't even. I mean, I guess we can look it up.
Because like that's an important factor too. Like if their team didn't make it, and one of these or both these assholes went for the NBA final, championship.
Nope.
They don't have basketball.
They don't have
NBA.
No. Yeah.
So what? LA Clippers or the LA Lakers are going to be their closest team,
Yeah,
and either way, neither one of them went to the championship.
Exactly.
But this whole fucking main event is centered around the Chicago and fucking Utah fucking shit.
Yeah.
It makes sense. That's what you're getting boring. You're getting people sitting down. They don't give a fuck.
They don't care. And like I said, it's
Hogan doesn't even have the gold anymore.
Exactly. They mentioned it at one point. They're like, yeah, Hogan just lost the gold like 6 days ago. He doesn't even act like he cares. Like, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, we get a cool spot from DDP, flying clothesline to Rodman, I believe. But, yeah, and then Hogan pulls the strap out at one point and uses it on fucking Page.
Yeah.
And then puts it right back on, right in front of the ref. No disqualification. And this is not a no disqualification match.
No.
And I'm like, really? No? That's not okay.
But that's another one of those classic Hogan moves. Is pull off
the belt,
the
fucking
strap
smack
hits.
the shit out of it, put it back on. Yeah, no, for sure.
It's just like
pretty
getting
much
your fucking running boot and your fucking leg drop. Like those are the moves you're gonna get out of Hogan.
Yep.
With a lot of poses.
Yeah. Pretty fucking much, man. The last fucking thing I really got is just this match was bonkers.
Yeah.
It was so weird, so rough. I mean, I get it. You got two basketball stars who are in there who are not trained professional wrestlers. Like, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, sure, Rodman's a fan, but even still. But, again, shout out to Karl Malone because Homeboy took some bumps. And he was working. He was sweating it up, man. Like,
yeah, I remember he had some nice. He had some powers, some scoop slams. He had
he had
a scoop slam to both of them.
Yeah, he scoop slammed Hollywood. He scoop slammed Dennis Rodman.
The one to Rodman didn't look as good, but it's because Hogan knows what he's doing,
exactly.
And Rodman's just on that level.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a cool ending. That spot where fucking DDP gets the diamond cutter on Hogan, and then Malone does the diamond cutter on Rodman.
They told him that to be like, they said, we're gonna diamond cutter each one of you, like it's gonna happen, and we got it. But
yeah, that was so sick.
But eventually, Hogan pulls the win.
Well, yeah, fucking Disciple rolls in.
Yeah, Disciple rolls in, interference, and
which again, I kind of feel, how did the ref not see that shit?
Again, yeah, right. And if he did, like, what the fuck? Like, why is there's no stipulation for that?
And I feel like he just kind of rolled Hogan onto DDP.
He rolled him over, after hitting him. I can't even fucking remember what he did to DDP. But yeah, just rolled him over on, and then the ref turned around and 1, 2, 3, and there was Hogan, fucking Rodman take the win over Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone. And the
Rodman won it again.
Fucking man.
Karl Malone didn't kill himself, right?
I think he's still alive.
I'm joking. You can joke about things like this.
They're just jokes, folks. That's all it is. But yeah, I mean, fucking hey, that's what we got.
Yeah.
WCW Bash the Beach '98, folks.
Looked really good on paper, but the execution just wasn't there.
Yeah. What's up? Not much. We're just wrapping up.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all we got, folks. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You want to get into WrestleMania predictions real quick?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So I know we got.
Do you have the whole match card in your head?
I don't, but I.
Because I got a decent amount of it, but I don't have all of it.
Let's bring it up. No.
I like the first thing that comes up is WrestleMania 2064 character.
Yeah.
You looked up to see if the headbangers were. Or no, that was No Mercy.
That was No Mercy. But yeah, no,
That's too funny.
Let's see what we got here. Really on CBS Sports? No. Okay.
All right, so
Wow, go away.
yeah, actually, I think I saw something about this. They're starting it off with the Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Rock, and Roman match.
Oh, no shit.
I
no.
think I did see something about that, which is weird to think about, like starting it off.
So
with
yeah,
that.
so again, WrestleMania, if you don't know, is 2 nights now.
Yeah.
So night one,
It's been that
it's
way
been
for a
like
while.
for a few years. But yeah, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. I'm thinking probably Rock and Reigns are probably going to take this one for the first night, get that heat again, keep that bloodline storyline going, keep the fucking Cody fans hungry for more because
So and now here's the thing, like you're not gonna see Roman get pinned,
no.
and the odds of seeing The Rock get pinned by one of them is really low in
Very.
my mind.
I agree.
Like, have you watched any of the recent Raws where like Rock was beating down Cody and shit?
I've saw some of the clips. Yeah.
Where he was like dropping fuck and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Attitude Era 2.0
Dude,
on its way.
oh dude, yeah.
Which actually makes a lot of sense because they're going to Netflix soon, where it's going to be uncensored.
That's very true.
It does make sense.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, I think that's the way that's gonna roll on this.
Yeah, and yeah, because that's going to go to day 2.
Yeah. So then we got the Intercontinental Championship coming up. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was fun. His little bit in the Bloodline storyline was fucking great.
I would like to see it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think Gunther's gonna keep it.
I'm sure
he's now at that point. What 600 days or something?
Something like
as
that.
IC
He's
champ.
been a while. Yeah, he's that guy. So yeah, I don't think Sammy's gonna take it.
I think didn't they take him to like number 2 or 3 in the Rumble this year?
He made it pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did pretty well. So yeah, I bet you Gunther will probably take that one. Next up, we got Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi, who I know Bianca Belair. I think I know a little bit about Jade Cargill. She just came from AEW, didn't she? That's what I thought. Versus Damage Control, Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. I don't know. I know Asuka and Dakota Kai. I don't know Kairi Sane. I don't know.
I think the reality is Jade's gonna get the pinfall.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I want my girl Bianca to win it.
That's fair.
I know her team is going to win it.
That's fair. I really like what I've seen from Asuka too, but Bianca is fun too.
Asuka, she was champ for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, I feel like Jade, since she's finally fucking here, I think we're gonna see her get the pinfall.
Yeah, for sure. So then, next match, we got the brother versus brother match. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. And you knew this was coming at some point. I don't know who I have for this because I like both Jey and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I liked their whole...
You haven't really watched them since they split, have you?
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing, too. So I don't know enough really to, give a informed fucking opinion or guess on... I'm gonna watch it and just enjoy it. And see,
without there being some advanced storyline of the bloodline I don't know anything about. I think Jay's taking it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because he was that one to venture off.
He was the one to first to dip out and tell Jimmy, hey, you're leaving with me too. That whole promo, I've seen that before.
And now Jay's on Raw, and like the rest of the bloodline are on SmackDown.
Yep. All right, so next.
But again,
match.
like there could be some cool shit because like, what if Rikishi shows up?
Oh man.
And he's just like, fuck both of you,
Oh,
knock it the fuck off, take care of business.
There you go. That'd be interesting.
Rock and Roman are already fucking there, so then they come down. Like there could
dude.
be cool fucking bloodline
They-
stories.
That's true. That's a good point.
And who knows what Solo's doing?
That's true.
I don't know if he has a match.
I don't know. We'll find out. Next match coming up, though, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. I don't know Dragon Lee or Santos, but, I mean, I'm down with Rey and Dominic.
So yeah, this is interesting because there's obviously some shit going on that I haven't seen.
Right.
The Santos Escobar, last thing I knew about him was he was fucking around with the LWO, and
Okay.
Ray, and I'm pretty sure Dragon Lee were both members. I know Ray obviously is.
Okay.
So,
WrestleMania. We were talking about the Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio, and Santos Escobar match. And again, I don't know the other two. I know Ray and Dom, obviously. I don't know. Again, not knowing the storyline,
yeah, I really want to say that Ray and Lee are gonna take it.
I could see that happening. Yeah, put little Dom in his place.
But I mean, who knows? Because there could always be, some Judgment Day dudes roll out and
That's
fucking do
true.
their thing.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Which actually, real quick, going back to the first one with The
Okay.
Rock and Roman,
Right.
there's been so many weird little conspiracy theories that Stone Cold and John Cena are showing up.
I've heard the same.
And that's when it's going to be.
I haven't heard John Cena, but I've absolutely heard possibly Stone Cold maybe showing up. I mean, yeah, I've seen some things. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
The one funny
It'd be
thing,
interesting.
The funny thing I had seen was like all their trucks. Like
Yeah.
is some fucking nerds went in on this shit. Dude.
Yeah.
Like all their trucks have like the WrestleMania logos.
Yeah.
But during this fucking beatdown that Rock gave to Cody, there was Cena,
and,
the logo, and
and
Stone Cold.
Yeah. I
And that's
saw
like
that.
people's reasoning behind it. It's like,
I
dude,
mean,
that'd be fun.
That would be fucking fun. I mean, I could see them coming back for a second. I mean, why not? You had him come back, what was it? 33 or something like that when he came back with Foley and he came back with
And Michaels and shit.
Michaels.
Well, he just did. Was it 30? Or actually, it was last year, wasn't it? Last year, Stone Cold and Kevin Owens.
if it wasn't last year, it was the year before. But yeah, that's
like,
true.
He's
That's a
been
good
there
point.
recently.
Yeah.
Whenever that was.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was actually a year before. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like in Dallas because it was in Texas.
Yeah.
It made sense,
Yeah. Exactly. So the next match, we got the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship, the Judgment Day, the champions, versus DIY versus the New Day, versus Awesome Truth, versus A-Town Down, versus New Catch Republic 6-pack ladder match challenge. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of these teams. Awesome Truth, I assume, has something to do with R-Truth.
And
I know the New
and
Day.
Miz, yeah.
And that makes a lot of Awesome Truth. I love it. That's
Yeah.
fucking pretty dope, actually. I know the New Day. That's pretty cool. I wonder if it's going to be Kofi and
It's Kofi and Woods.
Kofi and Woods. Yeah, because
Biggie's
Biggie's out, right?
He done.
Yeah, he done. That's what I thought.
Well, I mean, for the time being, he done. I'm pretty sure he's done though.
For sure.
It was like a legit neck thing. that
And then
happened to him.
and then Judgment Day is Damian Priest and
Finn Balor. Yeah, and Priest is still Money in the Bank champ.
Oh yeah.
Senior Money in the Bank.
That's right. He hasn't fucking hit that yet. It could be a possible turn in cash in, maybe
Fucking
possible.
hope so.
I mean,
really fucking hope
If
so.
if there's any other better place to do it, why not do it at Wrestle fucking Mania?
You know what I really actually hope happens?
What?
That first match, if it is the first match, the Rock, Roman, Seth, and Cody.
Yeah.
I hope that it's during that match and he just comes and cashes in on Seth Rollins while he's all fucking down and out.
Yeah, because
He just lets Rock and Roman beat the shit out of him, then he just comes in.
that would be fucking
Just
really takes
world
Rollins.
heavyweight
Yeah.
champ, just like that.
Yeah, it's because Rollins is the champion. That's right.
That'd
Yeah.
be fucking hilarious.
That would be pretty fucking funny.
So sad.
That's even fucking funnier. God damn it! Now I gotta get back there.
Oh, that's too funny.
That's hilarious. I'm just gonna leave the darkness in our audio kind of in this part for some sort of small little retarded segment.
Might as well.
There's beer still chilling.
That's the one that fell.
Yep. Oh, it
Landed
didn't
right
fall
side
all the
up.
way down, really?
Oh, it fell on here.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, is it down there?
I gotta go behind it. Get off me.
Yep, right there.
is going to be a strange edit.
Yeah, this is a fun
I
one.
got a code on for 1 second and not again. But yeah, so we're getting into our predictions before the whole you just saw drop. That was fun.
Scroll back a little bit, because I remember some New Catch Republic, there was DIY,
The New Day.
A-Town Down. Ooh,
Who's A-Town Down?
if I remember right, that's Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, right?
Oh, I like Montez Ford.
Is that right?
Probably.
I feel like that's who that is.
Okay, I don't remember which pay-per-view it was, but I remember watching Montez
No,
Ford.
I'm a fucking piece of shit. It's Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Oh, totally not.
Who the fuck was I thinking of? I'm thinking of Street Profits, right? Is that who I'm thinking
Probably.
of?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was it the
Let us
A-Town?
know.
Is that like Angelo? Is that kind of where my mind just went?
Maybe.
I fucked up on that one.
Yeah, I think
Either
you might.
way.
Yeah. Either way, that's it is what it is.
It's fun shit.
So yeah, fucking.
Yeah, and then New Catch Republic, I actually did just see something with them not too long ago, and
Okay.
yeah, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Okay, interesting.
They're not gonna win it. And realistically, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they're not gonna win it.
Miz and R-Truth, I mean, they have a higher chance, I think. Maybe the New Day,
I mean, honestly.
but Judgment Day is also the hot fucking target right now. Like,
Well, they've been champion for so fucking long. Like, I don't know, DIY, they might do it. I think DIY definitely has a fucking chance.
Yeah.
They've been actually getting pretty hot lately.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Do you remember them? Do you know who they are?
I don't.
Okay,
I've
it's
heard.
Johnny Gargano and
Okay, Johnny.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Okay.
I
remember
know I fucked that name up. But either way.
I've heard of Gargano. The other guy I don't know.
NXT dudes doing NXT shit.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's why Gargano sounds familiar then.
But they definitely have a chance. I think. I guess I just want Awesome Truth to win it. Entertaining as shit. But I don't think they're going to, because R-Truth is doing the whole thing with Judgment Day where he's like a member, but he's not a member.
Oh.
So I feel like it's not going to be real. Like, if anything, they might just retain. It's a ladder match and it's fucking Finn Balor. So Damian Priest is literally Senor Money in the Bank. So he won a ladder match that we know of.
That's so true. Damn. Yeah, you might be right.
But I think it will be entertaining. There's a lot of fucking people in it. What is it, 6 tag team, 12 people in a fucking match?
6-pack ladder match, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Then we got coming up the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley, the champion, versus Becky Lynch, the man. Fucking love Becky Lynch, dude. She's such a badass.
She is.
so cool.
Yeah. No, and she's had a fun character for basically her whole career.
True. And I'll give it to Rhea Ripley.
Ripley's not losing.
Not a fan. Not gonna lose.
She ain't gonna lose.
No. She's had that for a minute. She took it from Belair, didn't she? Wasn't it Bianca Belair? She had it for a second. Because she's got the Raw Women's Champion, right? Or is this the SmackDown?
See, now this is weird because, like, now we're in this realm of World Heavyweight Championship versus just straight up WWE Championship. So, like, I know Seth Rollins and Rhea, they're both, like, predominantly Raw. But I feel like they have been on SmackDown. I'm not really sure.
It's so weird.
But I know Roman is basically strictly SmackDown unless something special's happening. And I feel like Io Sky... Oh, Havers. I'm a little fucked up.
Yeah. That's fair.
I feel like... I want to say, yeah, SmackDown. So I guess it would technically be the Raw.
Okay.
If we're looking at it that way.
That makes sense. I wish they would... I think I actually just realized when I officially stopped watching. It was right after the first draft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
when
remember
the
that.
brand split happened.
Yeah, they split up the Dudleys.
Yeah,
Sons of bitches.
split up the Dudleys. They split up so many teams. I remember Taker getting put on fucking SmackDown and being pissed about it. And like, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because that's when they had Flair and fucking McMahon doing the split. And one owned
Yeah.
SmackDown, one owned Raw. And yeah, I mean, I wish they... Because I remember being able to watch a Raw and be like, all right, let's see what happens on SmackDown because of that.
Yeah.
and have a reason to fucking watch SmackDown on Thursday.
They don't flow into each
They
other.
don't flow into each
They're
other
their
anymore.
own separate shows.
Yeah, I get it, I guess, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
You got all these people, you can still do things.
I think
Because then you have 50 million championships, like we're talking about.
Yeah.
Each fucking show has its own championship, or variations.
Yeah, NXT has its own shit too. Yeah.
True,
It's
true.
its own show.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I definitely I would like to see Becky win.
Right.
She's fun champion,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just a fun character in general. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Rhea's gonna. She's hot right now, dude. Judgment Day is fucking hot right now. They're the best heels in WWE. Not in the industry, but in WWE.
Well, not in the industry by far, no. But definitely this in WWE for sure.
I can see Dominic losing his match. I can honestly see Priest and Balor losing. I can't see Ripley losing.
I don't see. Yeah, if that's
Mommy's got to have the gold.
I was gonna say if that's the way it goes down, Dom losing to Ray, which I can definitely see, and then the fucking Judgment Day losing the titles to whoever, hopefully Awesome Truth.
Yeah.
That's who I'm gonna pick, because Miz and fucking R-Truth are the dope.
Yeah. So fucking funny.
So fucking great. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, fucking Ripley would have to win at that point because otherwise that'd be some fucking hurt down for the fucking Judgment Day at WrestleMania of all greatest show, the biggest show of all fucking
biggest stage
all
of the year. Yeah.
That's right. So then we're gonna get on to night 2.
See, now when you go to night 2, this makes me think that the fucking main event is first.
So yeah, the way they
I
have
feel
it
like
set
that
up,
has to be the main event.
So we got the United States WWE Universal Championship.
Undisputed.
Excuse me. Wow. Doo-doo-doo. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, the fucking champion, versus Cody Rhodes. And oh god, I so want it to be Cody.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
It's
It's
time.
Wrestle fucking Mania. It's his god. He waited a whole year because he didn't win last year against Roman Reigns. Finish his story.
Yeah.
The whole new game. The 2K24. He's on
Oh,
the
yeah.
cover. Finish. It's all about your story finishes. Come on.
It should happen.
Reigns needs to lose it. Somebody, everybody who's had the championship prominently.
Yeah, and he needs to get pinned clean too. It needs to be
straight up no
real fuckery unless
No.
it's like a loud kind of shit.
Yeah.
But no, just a straight up I won this type shit.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, I can definitely see things happening that Roman would keep it. Like I can see it. It's not far fetched to me.
Nope.
But I genuinely hope Cody does win it. And you know my main reason? My main reason is that when he fucking wins it, he's finishing his story, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I want him, like, the next night on Raw or something to be like, all right, this title, fuck this title. And then bring out his own, which is going to be the Winged Eagle. It's going to be that WWF Championship Dusty never won. It's going to be, that's what I want to see, dude.
That would be sick.
That's
the way to
fucking
write.
great.
That's the way to fucking write that.
Dude's going to cry when he sees that. He's going to be like, no, real shit. Daddy, we did it.
I saw a picture of him at a statue of his dad.
Yeah,
and
I saw
him
that
just
too.
Fucking
It was
bawling.
young too. He was back in the day.
Yeah. But so yeah, hoping fucking Cody Rhodes wins. I mean,
Really hoping that
the
he does.
likely outcome is fucking Reigns is taking it, but
Honestly, I think it's a coin flip.
I mean, yeah.
I think we're at a coin flip at this point.
Could
Like
very
it could go either fucking way.
Next up, we got the WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky versus, or Io Sky, excuse me, how do you pronounce that? The champion versus Bayley. Bayley's. I like Bayley. She's fun to watch.
Yeah, and she just won the Rumble, and I'm pretty sure she's still in Damage Control. I want to say she's still part.
Now she faces one of her forward. Okay, Io Sky was part of Damage Control, so yeah, I think she's still Damage Control.
Or dude, it could be flipped. Bayley could have left Damage Control.
Because I was kind of thinking about that. What was the other match?
It was the 3-on-3. Yeah.
This one. Because it's got Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane, and fucking Bailey's not in there.
Yeah.
So is she still part of Damage Control?
I feel like she's not.
Maybe. If you know, let us know. Again.
And it's funny because this is just like common knowledge for people who watch right now.
Yeah, everybody who's watching like, you fucking idiots!
I just casually watch.
Yeah,
you know?
I see what I see on social media, and that's pretty much about it. So...
Yeah, I watch premium live events. Let's say that. Like
Yeah.
whenever those are on Peacock, and I see like, starting tomorrow, I'm like, oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll
again,
watch that.
I'm gonna watch WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday, but
I don't have cable.
Yeah.
I'm not is it USA Network or whatever the fuck it's on.
no, I'm not watching weekly.
Or Fox or so. I think is WWE on Fox now.
I think SmackDown's on Fox.
SmackDown's
on Fox. Yeah. I'm gonna go Bailey.
I just hope Bailey.
I hope Bailey. Yeah. Next up, we got the United States Championship. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton.
Who is the champion?
Kevin Owens, who is the champion. Yeah. It's going to be a good one, I think. Just simply, I like Randy Orton and I like Kevin Owens. And Logan Paul can work. I'll give him that.
Oh, he's entertaining as shit.
He's entertaining as shit. I still go back to that fucking... Him and fucking Ricochet at Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
That, so dope. So dope.
Did you watch Elimination Chamber?
I saw him fucking around.
Oh, yeah, with his marker,
he was
like,
writing on
drawing,
it.
like, stick figures of Kevin Owens all fucking bubbly.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Like, that's the reality of what
Yeah.
we're watching. We're not watching a sport. We are watching to be entertained.
Entertainment, and that's what it's for.
Entertaining as fuck.
Exactly. 100%.
And on that note, I can see Paul retaining because of that factor.
Yeah, I don't think Paul's going to lose it. I think it's going to come down to him pinning Kevin Owens. Or at the same time, Randy Orton, because that would only just push him higher. If he pins Orton.
Oh, if he pins Orton.
If Logan pins Orton, that's just going to put his status up because then he just killed the Legend Killer.
Yeah, I feel like that is true. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
So.
I don't know, they've been doing a real good job with like the building up this Kevin Owens Logan Paul feud between the pay-per-views, or premium live events.
This could be the moment. Maybe Kevin takes Logan Paul down with the help of fucking Orton or something.
I would kind of like to see an RKO on fucking Paul to put him down, and then just into an immediate stunner from Owens.
That would be
But Owens says, fuck it, and he covers Paul and still gets the 3. Yeah. That would be fun to watch.
That would be cool. There you go. That sounds, I like that a lot. Next up,
God.
we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Just out of skill, I'm going to say AJ Styles.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I mean...
LA Knight's gonna win it because he is so fucking popular right now. With the whole that Metallica, like he's gonna win it because he does have that popularity.
That's true.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is so good. I don't think the WWE's been playing him very well.
Not lately. No.
Yeah. So
no, dude, he was like funny. We talked about TNA earlier,
right?
So he was in WCW in the dying days, and he was in TNA in the fucking straight from the beginning. Oh, he was the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that's where AJ was for a while.
2003 or some shit.
Yeah, that's
21 years later. He's just going against LA Knight at WrestleMania.
That's crazy.
I hope he doesn't lose. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
but I think he's going to.
I mean, he might. That's probably true. Yeah, because, I mean, LA Knight's pretty fucking hot right now. Then we come to the Final Testament, Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Oh, see, it was a Street Profits.
In a Philadelphia street fight.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, they have little descriptions here that I haven't been reading, but which would probably give us a little bit of backstory, but we're already this far. We're not going to start now.
Yeah, fuck that. So, Final Testament. Karrion Kross, I do know who he is. Authors of Pain, that's new to me.
Yeah.
I don't know that name.
No idea.
Obviously, you know Lashley, and you know who the Street Profits are.
Yes.
The fact that it's a Philadelphia street fight, we've had a lot of like random street fights lately. We did the Greenwich street fight, and we had the Dudleyville street fight.
That's true. Yeah, we've been watching a lot of street fights.
Fuck. Honestly, I hope it's Lashley and the Street Profits. That's who I want to see win this.
Yeah. Yeah, give it to them.
But again, I don't know who the authors of Pain are. So
I don't either. Yeah, I've heard of
knows?
Karrion Kross, but the authors of Pain, no fucking clue. All right, the next match we got, which looks like the final match, the World Heavyweight Championship match: Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. The Claymore.
This is a hard one.
This is a really hard one.
I actually forgot Seth Rollins was defending that championship.
Yeah, and I could see them giving it to McIntyre. He's had it before, but Seth Rollins has also been champion for a minute.
Yeah, he was the first one.
Yeah.
Well, this rendition.
Of this rendition, yeah. So.
Fuck. I would probably. You know what? Yeah, I could see them giving it to McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
And then, again, fucking possibility for Priest to just come right on in.
That's what I'm saying. You give it to McIntyre, and McIntyre's just like they knock out, drag out, fucking brawl. Like McIntyre's beat the fuck. Seth Rollins is out.
Yeah, and just got lucky. Got him down.
And he's laying after the pin, and then boom, fucking his music hits.
I can see it. I think at some point we are gonna. Maybe he doesn't cash in because there have been times where like he just comes down and acts like he's going to, and then like changes his mind.
Walks away. Yeah.
But we're going to see that somewhere in these 2 days.
I bet it's bound to happen. Again, like I said,
I hope it's.
If it's gonna happen, why not WrestleMania? Well, folks, that is mine and Big Ben's WrestleMania. What is this? 40 now?
40.
WrestleMania 40
from
predictions from Philly, dude. Yeah, it's coming up this weekend. I'm gonna do my best to have this posted before. It's Wednesday at the moment. I could probably have it posted by Friday.
If anything, we could like cut out the fucking. Well, not cut it out, but just take the prediction thing and just turn that into a fucking short.
That's also true. We could do that too.
We could do that.
Yep. So yeah, this has been another episode of Buds Bowls and Backdrops. Yet another pro wrestling podcast. We just talked about WCW Bash the Beach '98.
Not our favorite.
No. It was a pay-per-view. There were some people on it.
We got together and got stoned and talked about it.
That's it.
We did our job, right?
We did what we needed to do. So you do what you need to do, and like, share, subscribe. Check out the podcast feed. Give us a 5-star rating. Check out the Facebook page. Check out the subreddit. All under Triple T Productions. Also, Ben, we got something new, right?
Oh, yeah. We're over on X now, or Twitter. Whichever you go with.
Whatever you want to call it. You
Yeah.
can check out the podcast stuff over there.
Yeah, we'll try to get a little bit better about, like, daily news. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, so Ben handles the Facebook and the Twitter. I take care of the YouTube and the Reddit, the subreddit page. So, yeah. Now we got those. You can hit us up on any of those. If you got ideas, whatever, come check it out. Again, thanks for watching. This has been McTuggy and Big Ben. Peace, folks.
Cheers, folks.